You know, I don't think there's been a weekend or a day in sports or sports entertainment, as people will call it, that has left me this speechless or just like left me still distraught after what transpired last night. And of course, I am not talking about the race. I'm not talking, because we'll get to that, and that already makes me sad. You can tell because you don't see my eyes, you see my colties. The colties are hiding my eyes of like sadness and all that stuff. But WrestleMania, the biggest night of wrestling every single year. You can have your Wrestle Kingdoms, you can have your stupid, shitty AEW pay-per-views. I'm just kidding, it's not that bad. But WrestleMania is the best 2 nights of wrestling. And night 1 was freaking fantastic, man. Let me tell you, Saturday night was literally the best night of wrestling probably since TakeOver New Orleans that WWE has produced. All the matches except for the Miz versus Pat McAfee were solid. Great night of wrestling. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens beat the Usos, took the tag belts. Rhea versus Charlotte Flair, amazing match. You had, so many other great matches on that card that I can't really remember because, it was that good of a pay-per-view, that night 1. And then came night 2. And, you had, like, the triple threat match, which is so fucking incredible. Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre all, like, wailing at each other with chops galore. Don't take a chop from Gunther. It would hurt a lot. I'm sure Sheamus and Drew McIntyre chops will hurt as well, too. But, man, that was so good. And then came the main event. And, I'm probably tuning a lot of people out right now because of me talking about WrestleMania and not about the race. And I'm also pretty sure that I just tune everybody out anyways through my videos every week. But that main event, Roman Reigns had the greatest WrestleMania entrance of all time. The greatest. The pianos were fantastic. I was like, man, this is a final boss that's about to be beat. Probably. Like, his entrance music was great. I loved it. Loved the whole entire thing. Loved this storyline that the Bloodline has produced. But then you see the main event was one of the best worked WrestleMania main events of all time. This is, if it wasn't for the finish, which we'll get to in just a second, it would have probably been the greatest WrestleMania main event of all time. Yes, even better than X7, because honestly, up until this whole entire, the way 19 ended, it looked like this WrestleMania was going to be better than X7. Night 1 was better than X7. Night 2, not so much. Then we get to the finish, and, typical run-in stuff happens, and then Solo Sikoa gets involved, and Samoa spikes Cody Rhodes, and the Roman Reigns did his little wraparound thing. I'm going to do a wraparound thing, and did the spear. I'm like, this is over. 1, 2, 3, he wins. And I just was speechless. Sad, upset because of this finish. But, Roman Reigns winning, I guess, was understandable because he wanted to get Tim to 1,000 days. It was fantastic. Just a fantastic match. Just ruined by this ending. And a perfect ending to WrestleMania was ruined by this ending. And it's so sad that this has happened. And, I've never had a match made me feel this way. Ever. And I think that's a good thing about professional wrestling, too, is, it wants you to have moments like this. But this is just such a disheartening moment, especially after everything that has happened. But, yeah, it's just, it left me, not like a wreck, but, I was just super sad. And, yeah, I love professional wrestling so much. It's, one of my favorite things I ever get to watch. Since I watched it, since starting in 2009, my brother brought home the 2009 Royal Rumble, and, my first really match that I remember watching, on Raw was Seth Green and John Cena Triple H versus Legacy. That's a history question for you. 2009, guest host era. What an era that was. But yeah, WrestleMania was really sad, and so I got to pop an Altoid real quick. Just to bear my sadness even more. But, yeah, I mean, night 1 was fantastic. Night 2 was good for the most part. Some, interesting things happened on that show, like, yeah. But anyways, now we get to talk about the races. And, Carson Hocevar won, which is good. Carson Hocevar's first win. I know people are like, it's his fault, blah, blah, blah. Racing incident, probably, more than likely. Then I think Xfinity was Chandler Smith. I hope I got that correct. If not, they're going to lambaste me for it. And then the Cup Series. Oh, I need to pop another Altoid. Kyle Larson won. I hate that so much. The NASCAR handed him the win. Just right there on a silver platter. It could have been Josh Berry, got him the win. Could have been anyone else, but of course it's Kyle Larson. I hate that. I don't like Kyle Larson. I think a lot of his fans are fucking obnoxious, and I'm sorry, I just do not like Kyle Larson. He's mid.
I want to throw myself in immediately off of that one, and we'll bring everybody in.
All your friends out there who are
Harv predicted it, didn't he?
But yeah. Oh well.
I'm gonna be honest, dude.
But now we got this week.
I zoned him out like 5 seconds in. What do you say?
Let me just rewind it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the LTC.
But yeah. Oh well. But now we got this week. It's the Bristol Dirt Race, which exciting times. I like the dirt track. I love who are very upset about that. But yeah. Oh well. But now we got this week. It's the Bristol Dirt Race, which exciting times. I like the dirt track. I love innovation in NASCAR. I love these new things that they're doing. Will another Cup Series driver who isn't a road course ringer win? We'll see. I don't know. But we got trucks and the Cup. And for Truck Series, I don't know. I really don't. Matt Crafton. There you go. He's my pick to win it.
I didn't play Parv's video last Monday,
Cup Series,
so I was obligated.
Cup underdog. It's really hard to pick because there's a lot of
we get a little retrospect
drivers,
here,
like dirt racers in there, but hopefully not Kyle Larson. Please not Kyle Larson. Underdog.
Ryan Priest had something to say about that.
Again this week as my underdog, Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe and Tyler Reddick had an absolute battle last year to win, and then you obviously know what happened. Chase Briscoe got into Tyler Reddick, and Kyle Busch got the win. So Chase Briscoe is my underdog. For my main pick, I want to go for Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell is my main pick, and I wanted Jacob was like, I'm going to pick Christopher Bell this week.
It's
what's
like
the
he's
problem
here.
with me?
It's like he's in the studio.
What's so funny? Like last week, you were like dying laughing that I picked Denny Hamlin. Like, if I'm predictable or something to you, Jacob? Am I predictable or something? Am I predictable?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, damn times do I have to say it, dude. Yes.
Anyways, I at least I'm gonna pick Ryan Priest to win a fucking race. But anyways.
Subtle Ryan Priest shout out. Is this part from the future?
Hangover. But yeah, trucks, Matt Crafton, underdog, Chase Briscoe, main pick, Christopher Bell. I'm sorry, I've been talking for 9 minutes now, but y'all are probably like, fucking end it already. So I will. Hope y'all have a great, fun time. I'm still gonna be crying over the finish of WrestleMania. Bye.
What a Parv Gang episode. That was a whole ass episode. We did it a little backwards tonight. So last week, I didn't play Parv's prediction video. I kind of forgot about it. And then we didn't really do a prediction at all leading into Bristol Dirt. So I was like, you know what? let's just do that for the intro tonight. I bet anybody who's new who tuned in was like, "What is this?" Like, is this live stream just some guy who sits in his car and rambles about wrestling?
Do you think anybody new stayed? Or were they like, oh, yeah, I'm not listening?
Yeah, I think everybody hung out. I think I
Okay.
didn't see a decline in viewership. Viewership actually went up.
So part
Maybe-
of is eye candy. That's what you're saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Felt like 5
yeah.
hours of talking Parv. He was talking a lot.
Dude, Mark, I haven't seen Mark
I know, Mark.
pop up. I'm glad to see Mark's out there.
Long time no see, Mark. Hopefully you made some money this weekend.
Dakota's on that
I know
OT.
he was betting.
He's on that OT, dude.
Oh, bro.
I feel for you, man.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, Cody, I don't know if you I don't know if you're gonna laugh as hard as I'm gonna laugh when you pull the next one out.
Well, hold on. Okay, before I pull that one up, we have a special guest with us tonight. Now I just tricked the special guest. You've got time, bro. Different guest. Our other guest, he's kind of a Twitter celebrity. Oh, he's already here. You didn't even let me give you an intro.
I couldn't wait. I sorry.
Yeah, so this is the Twitter celebrity.
And Joey Logano's daddy, Dalton Ratty Bush.
You're his dude, that's
Trigger,
that's pushing it.
Further,
That's
little trigger
That's-
warning. If y'all are offended by middle fingers, this is not going to be the episode for you tonight. I'm going to try my damnest to keep these up the whole episode.
Actually,
I'll
Are
try.
you serious?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
Yeah,
You
you
do?
did.
Well,
I'm allowing it if it
Well,
happens.
it pisses people off, and I love pissing people off, so why not?
Dude, honestly, if you hold that up the entire episode, you're a legend. Nobody
Well,
can ever say anything to
and-
you. That's like Mr. Beast type stuff.
And if I don't, that just proves I wasn't the fucking guy that Logano was bitching about in the truck race Saturday night.
That's true. That's true.
So-
Now, I think Freddie Kraft, I think he's got you mixed up now because
He
of the
tweet.
tweet.
He actually
'Cause
does.
You got it. I guess you got a shout out on DBC this week.
Thanks for the free.
You were what an idiot.
Thanks for the free ad, BBC.
Was he really? No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. All I gotta say to that is, I respect the hell out of DBC. I respect the hell out of Freddie and Brett Griffin, and hell, even what's his name that called me out the first time?
TJ?
Yeah, TJ. I
Damn,
respect
you
the hell out-
don't even know TJ's name?
Whoops. Well, that Starbucks dump fuck on Twitter didn't know my first name either, so fair game.
What are you talking about, Dylan?
Yeah, who the fuck is Dylan Good? I mean, I don't know who he is, but he sounds like a real dick.
Yeah, so what's your reaction to this?
Being on Fox and becoming a gift wasn't enough for Dalton. He had to go piss off everyone on Twitter, just like always, and he will need security his next race. I'm now hiring security.
Yeah, good talk, dude.
I'm now hiring security for this upcoming race. And we got a special guest tonight, actually, behind me.
Heidi! Or Lil Elliot. That's a Lil
Dude.
Elliot.
No, it's Dylan.
What happened to that dog? It's not been. I've not
She's
seen that
lost-
dog.
She just loves the recliner. She doesn't like to come upstairs. Well, first of all, she missed me, and second of all, I really need her emotional support tonight after dealing all with the fucking idiots on Twitter this morning and all weekend. So
Yeah, so let me pull
Come
up
here.
the banner. This looks a little bit more normal now. I was like, something's not right here. I don't know about you, dude. Like, you're the one who's been, like, just viciously mauled. But I have been just tired, bro. Like, I've been drained because of Twitter.
it wears you out, dude. Like, I tried so hard, like, not to get in a Twitter fight with everybody for like the past couple of years. I've done a damn good job of it, to be honest with you, because it's just not worth your time. But like, there's just that one stupid motherfucker that just says the most stupid shit that you just can't help but fucking respond. And that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I have the same problem. Because I know it's pointless to argue on Twitter. There is no benefit. Nobody's gonna like win the argument. But sometimes I'm like, I hate this guy so much, like with such a deep passion. Like I want to just keep going until he says something.
When he said that there's not that many homies, it was over.
Yeah, dude,
it was over.
What's the deal with people saying they're going to fight people? I don't understand. I read a little bit today.
Mom, I think you were right. Dalton, you already put him down.
I've never listen. I have never seen anybody so fucking offended by me just flipping off a driver and holding twos down with your fucking brother like ever in my life. You know what I mean? It's just God bless. Like it's so weird. You can scream "Fuck Kyle Busch" in the Talladega infield. You can say all kinds of racist shit about Bubba Wallace, but God fucking forbid if you flip off Joey Logano.
Dude,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Hey, Coop, give me a thumbs up if you're good to come in. The gang's all here. Oh my God.
I'm like on time too. I'm not severely late.
Crazy. So where were we? I'm trying to go through these comments. That's where I'm at. Yes. Yeah, Colton. Now you owe us 20% for the shout out. 20% of all profit.
Sorry, you gotta take a cut, bitch.
Heidi's new name is Jolena.
Jolena?
What the fuck?
That I don't like that. Here, why don't you come here? You haven't seen me in a weekend, so come here. Come here.
Dude, that right there, like that's what's the most frustrating thing. Like people are ready to fight now. Like I'm pretty sure that this guy is like he's trying to like start up some kind of like turf war.
Which one? That fuckhead that was like I was looking at earlier?
Yeah.
The Starbucks guy?
The one who just keeps going, bro.
Yeah, he's like, bro,
it's been
so
funny. Everybody.
Dude, this guy seriously wants me to get my ass beat so fucking bad. It's not even funny. Like,
I don't even see the homies, bitch.
And then like here just comes like the outpouring of people who are like, hey.
I've always fucking hated it, and like this isn't just him, but I've always hated people that just like to run their trap. I call them beakers. Like they're just gonna sit there and run their mouth, right?
You're talking
like,
the guy from the Muppets, like the meat.
Yeah, they just run that trap, dude. Like that's all they ever do. It's never nothing. Like if you want to do something about it, walk up to Dalton and punch him in the face. I want to see you do it.
Yeah.
I want to see it happen.
No, dude. The keyboard warriors would never, ever, ever say that in front of their face. Like
no, dude, they're gonna do it. I'm inciting them.
Listen, I talk shit about Joey Logano religiously, okay? And
that wasn't out of character for you either.
And when I met him in the bathroom in Atlanta, I could have easily went up to him right there and just flipped him off and went in. But no, I just asked for a picture. You see how it works?
But the thing was though, and somebody said this on the Left Turn Cold Twitter. By the way, I was kidding, Dalton. I'm not going to incite violence on you.
I mean, shit, it's all right if you do.
Joey,
I had to go get Coach's cup real quick. I was going to pour my drink in Coach. So.
Hey, there we go.
Joey said he was cool with it. Joey's like, we need
exactly.
That. Like that's what we need.
God fucking bless.
No, I mean,
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper zero sugar. I'm just waiting to pour this on my keyboard. Can you hear it? Do you want to hear the whistle?
Yeah, I guess we're doing ASMR now.
That does sound fucking bussin', dude.
Dude, Dr. Pepper zero sugar.
Jacob's like Dr. Pepper.
Dude, you got me in the mood. I'll be honest. I was like a Dr. Pepper right now. I might leave and go get a Dr. Pepper.
Just to go and grab one.
How dare you? I put it on
grab
Mama.
one down in the
it.
convenience store.
You think I won't? You think I won't go get a Dr. Pepper right now?
Go get it, bro. Hey, don't be a bitch.
I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Where are we at?
I feel out of character, man. I feel like OG Coop. Yeah, OG Poop Daddy. Here we go. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's your new name now, by the way.
Poop
Look,
Daddy.
This is weird, man.
Yeah. I made the son. That's your new name now.
Oh shit, that's the bro.
Yeah, so we're you know how I've been trying to schedule this charity boxing match forever? So we're actually just gonna fist fight with the guys over at the Ungovernable Racing Network.
Give me Swamp Donkey.
See, Okay,
He
I feel
likes
like
Kevin's scheme too much, so we got to fight now. He's commenting everything I posted about shitting on that scheme.
Hey, the boys are coming to Bristol for the night race. So
Sure. Sure,
Hey,
we
Yeah,
will.
it's the last year we have 2 dates.
Hey,
So
Star,
we need
jump
to,
fuck copy, square up. Let's
soak
go.
it up.
Bristol parking lot.
I'm getting ready to bring our guest in, but he left. We have a guest. Okay, he just hopped in. Okay, so before we get into the episode, do y'all have
come on.
any last minute tidbits? This is probably not going to be the longest LTC episode ever. We're gonna try to like knock this one out. I think we're all beat up pretty bad, and an early bed doesn't sound awful.
Because I'm tired of fighting fucking idiots online today. So let's make this quick.
I've got a really good bit. I know this is like the show,
You're
and
a
I
sugar
shouldn't be
baby.
talking about ideas on the show, but I've got a really good bit for the next race we all attend.
Let's do it.
Wait, say that again.
I got a good bit for the next race we I got a good
Okay.
You got a drill
content.
bit?
Huh?
Drill bit. Like a
Yeah,
drill
man,
bit.
it's a DeWalt three
We're just
quarter.
gonna give ourselves a
Is
little
it? Shout out
at
to
the
Walt one good
racetrack.
time, really.
Shout out DeWalt, one good time.
Shout out
dude.
to Walt,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, they finally sponsored somebody worth a shit.
In a terribly unsymmetrical scheme.
I kind of liked it though. That like the side for
No.
the fans was like a little bit more like brandy.
I didn't like it. I'm with Coop on that one.
Yeah,
my
Jacob,
man.
you're just pissed that the numbers weren't in the middle of the door.
Yeah, dude, they fucked those numbers, dude. I've been on
I
that
was
train.
just
the
pissed
whole
it was
time.
DeWalt, man. I'm not a DeWalt guy, you know?
That right there is why the numbers are down.
'Cause of DeWalt.
Because they moved the number. DeWalt? No. No,
Okay.
that was the first,
They didn't
literally
have the right
first
drill
thing
bit.
I
They had,
said.
they had to drill the numbers to the side. 'cause
This is
they
the
didn't have right
first
drill.
thing I said when I was at the track. They were pulling the cars out for heat, and I looked at Cody and I said, God, that 20 car is fucking hideous. Like, this is the
He-
first thing I said.
Yeah, and I said I disagree.
Cody probably thought the 4 car looked good, too.
It didn't
I
look-
don't
it,
like the sponge. I don't
it
like the
didn't look bad in
sponge.
person. I'll say that. It didn't look as bad in person.
You thought that was Kevin's old logo. Get the hell out of here.
It is what it is.
It's a
Kevin's
bad
logo,
one.
bro.
Dude, it's just it's a smiley face with its tongue
You know what
out.
that is? Hold up.
I could not believe that.
It
I got
looks like the
argued with.
old Walmart stickers that we used to get.
It's fucking
Facts.
this. That's what this was.
What
Yeah,
the
that's what it
hell?
was trying to
Scrub Daddy.
mimic was a scrub daddy. Yeah,
It's a fucking... Dude, it's so bad.
but
So
they
fucking-
did the.
How is this? This.
Well, that's a different one. There's two different
logo.
ones.
There's two
His
of them.
pit sign.
His pits... Yeah, it's got the tongue out, man. This one was like... It's like... That was a fucking sponge.
Right, but it's supposed to be a play on his.
Play on it then. Like, I mean, he's retiring. Like, do the whole flames. Give me the whole shebang. Make it dirty. You know? Like, not... Can you be my guest? You want me to sit up here all night?
Look, Google Kevin Harvick pit sign.
Yeah, man.
I sent it to the.
Yeah, and it's like it has the little like dimples or whatever, but it's a bad version.
Yeah, man. It was bad.
Matt
it
wants
was
to
that
know if
bad.
that's a flashlight attachment.
I mean...
It
Jesus
should be.
listen.
Christ, that's the ballsiest comment I've ever seen. On it.
Damn.
Dude, summer has made me the scrub daddy fiend too. They're just you could use them like at any time. They're perfect.
Yeah, I just like the fact I'm
Problem.
holding my scrub daddy I wash my dishes with next to my face. Like, I'm just...
Like exfoliating with it. Okay, anyway, without further ado, we have a special guest night, so we can start talking about racing
He
finally.
ain't fucking allowed. He's not allowed.
This man is very notorious in the LTC Discord. I think he keeps everybody he keeps everybody ready to fight, right? Like I've argued with this guy for countless hours. I know Coop and Dalton have too. I mean, this guy, he keeps everybody on their toes. So without further ado, it is Mr.
Hey.
Jacob. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Just recovering from race weekend today. So
I feel that. I've been
I-
recovering
I-
all day long.
yeah, I'm just been sort of getting into adjusting. You know, been tired
I've been
all day.
recovering for 2 months since Purdue lost. Like, come on.
He had to say it.
Who's this cat in the stand-up behind you? Who is this?
Oh, that's Dale Jr.
So was Dell Jr. your driver before turning hill?
What?
Was Dell Jr. your driver before turning hill?
No. I was a big Tony Stewart guy. I just bought that because I thought it looked cool. They had
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah, it was Stewart back
Tony
in the
was
day.
your original guy. Okay,
What?
I guess that makes more sense. I was like, how did he go from Dell Jr. to Larson? I was like, that's a weird one. I've never seen.
Yeah,
that.
Young Money.
They had I got that at like a church fall festival. It was just randomly in there, and I decided to buy it. I was
That's pretty
like,
cool.
or bid on it. They had that, and they also had a signed Ron Hornaday Jr. truck 124.
What church?
That's probably my.
Church sounds awesome.
Well, it was a fall festival, like I don't know, say like auction or whatever. I go to Boones Creek Christian, by the way, in Boones Creek.
Right on. Hey, I can't look at the word cheese nips and not just chuckle at it. Like, am I 12 or what? Like,
It's just a funny name for a product.
Swamp Donkey, bring it, bitch. Let's go. I'm whooping that ass for no reason. You're a good guy, but I'm still gonna
Yeah,
whoop that ass.
we're just gonna fight for
Yeah,
no
we're just
reason.
gonna fight.
That's what we do. That's what we do. I got y'all's back after this morning. Dude, talk about just a day on Twitter. I can't believe
Bro,
how
it's-
controversial like flipping Joey Logano is.
Thi-
God forbid.
This weekend is like one of those NASCAR weekends where it's just like insanity. Every story that comes out is just insanity.
Oh, dude, it's incredible.
I saw some other crazy crap earlier on Twitter. I was like, or Reddit. I think I saw it on NASCAR Reddit.
Oh, bro, you gotta stay off
On
Reddit.
the-
There's just no sense. You're just looking for trouble on Reddit.
I get into trouble on there quite a bit, but
It's like Reddit and Live
That's-
Leak. Just stay the
yeah.
hell off it. There's no sense in being on it.
Spare your eyes.
You're looking for porn, OnlyFans, or death. That's all you see on those three. Like, just stay off it, bro.
I love it.
speaking never mind. I saw something.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of OnlyFans, apparently Natalie Decker's starting on OnlyFans. I saw that earlier.
Dude,
gotta
honestly,
do
if
something.
if I could get by with it, I would too. Straight up, if I could make money on OnlyFans, dude, I would be doing that immediately. So hey, if anybody's interested, hey, if anybody's interested, slide in.
You and Summer do
eat
that whole
pigs.
like Cody's the baby, get your pass,
Yeah.
get your little bean.
Yeah,
in your mouth.
Man
like,
baby.
I just live like a
Yeah,
man
man
baby.
baby.
Yeah. Get like a big ass crib that I sleep in. I'm sure somebody would probably be willing to pay for that. I guess, God. So there was something sad that happened over the weekend. This is a weird segue, but dirt racer Justin Owen did pass away after crashing during qualifying. So we always hate to hear of any loss in general, but especially in motorsports, it kind of strikes closer to home. So of course, thinking of his friends and family, terrible. I don't think anybody goes to the racetrack, and if they're a racer, that thought's got to be there. But there's no way, as brave as they are, as fast as they go, there's no way that they think about that too often being a possibility.
Bro, who is Matt?
I don't know.
Mark. Oh
Matt
my
Miller.
God.
Hold up, bro. You about to get investigated.
Oh my
Hell,
God.
Mark.
Mark.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, dude.
Dude, Mark's so funny, but I can't bring up 90% of what Mark says in the comments.
Matt's looking for trouble all the time.
Oh my God, Mark.
Matt,
So-
bro, which one are you? What is your picture?
There was a
Who are you?
comment right before I brought Jacob in. Can we start here? Has Bristol Dirt ran its course?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. This weekend was a good race, but I feel like just from the driver perspective and fan perspective, I think it's probably not going to last past this year, based on what they said earlier in the week.
There's no spring date next year.
Yeah. I think it might be headed towards maybe getting Nashville Fairgrounds. They may use that as a segue to bring back Nashville Fairgrounds.
So something interesting. Well, obviously race day got revived, right? So
Mhm.
race day's revived, which is awesome. It was great. But something interesting I heard like most of the drivers say when they came out was that they wanted the tracks to go to one date. And you know, most of the time with the drivers talk about, what do you guys laughing smile?
The fucking
comments.
man. They're going. I don't know what it's on right now.
You know, most of the drivers want the tracks to go to one date just to secure the market. And to be honest with you, the spring date of Bristol, I mean, we can all attest to this. I've been going to Bristol every race for years, and spring just never fills out. And why? It's because there's a chance of rain. Tennessee weather is so unpredictable this time of year. And it's, you know, it's too much of a risk if you want to travel and go to the track. So people are going to risk that to go to the track. The problem is they need to move the date. I don't understand how hard that is. I don't understand why they just don't take Bristol and move it a few months, you know, maybe to June or something like that, and then have the next one in the fall. But
I don't know, man. It's probably because short track racing is really bad. No one wants to watch short track racing, you know.
Well, Jacob,
really
that's actually what I was gonna say.
I'm just
Like,
fucking with you.
that's what I was gonna say, Jacob, because I really, really, really don't want Bristol to lose a second date. Like, I feel like we need 2 dates on Bristol still. If you would just try to just move it to May or June, dirt or concrete, I feel like you could probably get the attendance that you're looking for. Because I don't think running on Easter Sunday is going to cut it. You can tell by the way the campgrounds looked and the attendance. Let's be honest, it looks just like last year's. Like, there was like no difference.
But
so
I don't think it's Easter Sunday though. That's the argument I keep seeing. I don't think it's Easter Sunday.
I honestly think that has part of it. It's not the full reason why the attendance is down, but it's definitely got part of it.
Trash.
Is what I'm
But what
saying.
about 4 years ago when we were running spring dates and there was no one there?
Well, that was because of
What-
rain. That was because of
No.
rain too. Because
Nah, dude, they couldn't even fill the turns.
well, they had to close it. I remember because like they were. Look, here's the thing. I have proof, and I keep saying this over and over and over again. I got friends from West Virginia that prove my theory. They don't want to go to the spring race because it's pretty much guaranteed washout. Like, it's pathetically predictable every year. And they don't want to, waste money just to, go to the race and then have to turn around and go home just because it got postponed on Monday. So I feel like I'm telling you, if COVID didn't exist in 2020 when they moved it to late May, like the week after the 600, I guarantee you, dude, like that could have been like night race attendance. Like not a sellout, but it definitely would have been like 75% full. So I will say this too. If we did actually talk to Marcus Smith after the race is over. I didn't know if we were going to hit that later, but hey, listen, I'm not saying that he's like fully committed to or doing this, talking about this, but we did politely say that, Marcus, that like if this race could like, move to like May or June, like it would be a lot better. He said, yeah, that definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. It's definitely wet this time of year. So, and again, I'm not saying that he's thinking about doing it like that. Not at all. He definitely didn't say it like that, but it just wouldn't be a bad idea to try out first. And if you're still not getting the attendance, then you can get rid of it. Now, if they move it to National Fairgrounds, that's not an L because, like, for me at least, because it's just 45 minutes out from where I live. But I just don't think we can afford to lose to a Bristol date. That's just my thing.
What else are you gonna do with the track? Like, what are you gonna do?
You can do a lot of things to that track. Like,
yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, if you only move it to one time a year, like, what else is the track gonna do? Just hold concerts? Like,
you can
sure.
still.
I mean, that's fine and all, but like, why?
That'd be
Why
nice, honestly. Like if they even did that with Bristol when there's no racing there.
I know last year they had a pretty big comedy concert there, in addition to the Country Thunder.
Yeah,
So
the
they
Country
trying
Thunder
to-
thing. Yeah, I don't know. Can I give my like overly like political answer? I guess.
No.
Okay. I don't want Bristol to lose an extra date. I think that it's important for our economy. Our whole area wouldn't have grown the way it did without the boom that Bristol had in the 80s and 90s. So it is super important for us to have 2 Bristol dates. Obviously, the spring date does not provide as much as it used to. Every Bristol race used to sell out at the end of the day, but we don't have the same the same amount of tickets are not selling throughout the spring, whether that is due to the weather or whether that's due to just the time of the year or Easter, whatever it is. I mean, everybody probably has a different reason. I do think that the weather, I think the weather plays into it a lot more than people think. I agree with Dalton that you kind of feel like, yeah, it's just going to rain. That was my thought process 2 weeks ago. Like, I wasn't even expecting for us to necessarily get the race off on Sunday. I figured it was going to rain.
Dude, it's so predictable. That's what pisses me off about it.
Okay, it could be sunny the whole week leading up to the race, and then once it hits the weekend, there's rain, like 30-40% chance of rain in the forecast instantly.
That's what it did. Like, I remember 2017 through like 2019, it would be sunny like the whole weekend, and then once it got to Sunday, it's a flood.
Yeah, it's as someone that's grown up here and gone to races at Bristol since I was younger, it's always done that. Like it's just like especially in the spring. It even does it sometimes in the night race too. So it's just because of the climate where we're at. So
I do want to bring up a stat that I know. Since 2007, the Bristol Spring Race has been either rain postponed or rain delayed 9 times, and the night race since 2007 has only been rain delayed or postponed 1 time.
I was there for that one.
Oh, I was too. They got in 15 laps and then downpour.
Yeah, the sky opened up.
It's when Ryan Blaney had the Virginia Tech car.
Yep.
Yeah, I was there too.
I remember
just
the
don't
snow race.
Yeah, the snow race I remember. I don't want to lose a date to the fairgrounds. That's the only thing I ask. I just don't want to lose to that.
So
I kind of want to see how the parking situation is there now that the soccer stadium's finally finished.
No way it's better. No way it's better. That was garbage, dude. I just do not
I think
see.
it's gonna have to
how
park
they
at a
can-
fucking O'Reilly again to go watch the race.
Yeah, like ridiculous, man. And that's for SRX. And don't get me wrong, like that was a packed house, right? Like SRX is a packed house.
Oh yeah.
But it was also in its first season with a lot of a lot of people were going to that because people wanted to go see it. I was all about SRX when it came out.
To circle back around to Bristol losing the date, because I didn't even get to like finish my thing.
Oh, were you not done?
No.
My bad.
No, I've tried like 3 times to just get this out. So anyway, I think that Bristol is probably going to lose its spring date. I just think that that's all there is to it. I think it's dirt or nothing. And I think that the fans have really spoken and said they don't like dirt. I don't comprehend it. I've been to all 3 dirt races, and I've enjoyed all 3 dirt races. The first 2, the weather was shit. And, of course, we had delay after delay. The first one was postponed to Monday. The Sunday one ended up being a night race. So I like the dirt. I think it's fun and it's different for Bristol. I don't think Bristol racing's been anything special. And I think that showed in the fan attendance. People come to Bristol night because it's the Bristol night race, right? It's the prestige around it. The spring race never had that, so attendance just wasn't there. I think we'll probably do lose it to Nashville Fairgrounds because it's Bristol that's leasing out Nashville Fairgrounds. It's Bristol Motor Speedway. So I think that kind of makes sense that Bristol would just lose the date. However, we did talk to Marcus Smith for a second, and it was a really cool conversation. He was very insightful with us.
He's a really nice dude, man, and I honestly respect everything he does.
Yeah, dude, he was super cool. Like, he talked to us, and I think it was Travis. It was either you or Travis that said something about swapping the dates with Bristol and Sonoma, and he was like, because it's green, and everybody's like, yeah, and he's like, well, let me tell you why we don't do that. And he explained that during that time of year in Sonoma, when the track is green, that it is basically underwater. All of the campgrounds are underwater at that point. And he's like, that's why it's so green, is because there's so much moisture. And he was like, and that causes the campgrounds to flood. So that's why Sonoma is later in the year versus earlier. Fun fact. So that was a pretty cool little bit of tidbit from like the man himself. But when we did say something about how we enjoyed the dirt, he was like, that was a great race, wasn't it? And like, he kind of like skipped around, us asking if they were bringing it back or not. I don't think it'll come back. I think if it was going to
They would have
back,
announced it if so, because
I
they've done it
agree.
the past 2 years. They did it
Yeah.
at the race where they're like, "Oh, we're coming back," but like this, it was just kind of
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't do it.
I think it depends on what the TV ratings are tomorrow. I think once we see the TV ratings, that will be the final verdict on it.
Dude, the TV ratings argument can genuinely just die in a fucking hole.
Numbers are down.
yeah, the
numbers are
It's,
down.
Okay,
I mean,
it
Well,
don't
You know what they're
matter.
gonna say?
Well-
They're gonna say the Masters was on yesterday, even though the Masters
Yeah.
clearly fucking ended
But-
before the race started. So they're still gonna say like, "Oh, people watched the Masters and went to bed." Like, ain't no one going
Well-
to fucking bed at 6.
well, listen, Cody. Like before you,
So
you
is
run down-
Grandpa.
yeah, Cody. Before you say something, like I just want to say this too. Like I completely get your argument. I mean, I don't really care for that either. But remember, this was all Fox's idea to like get ratings up for that race.
Yeah.
So, and last year it honestly worked. Like the ratings were up, I think like 22%. It was like the highest Bristol spring race TV ratings since I think 2016 spring, something like that. So really, that was just the whole idea of this whole thing. And if ratings are down this week, like they have been all season long, then I think that's it. So that's just my argument.
yeah, and that's fair. I don't put much merit into the TV ratings thing, and not from like a business standpoint. Obviously, that's what funds like NASCAR, right? I'm talking everybody's just like, oh, NASCAR's dying. It's finally going down. I don't know why. I live in an animal shelter, by the way. So anyway, I don't know. It's frustrating to hear like the TV number thing being involved in the dirt discussion, because I feel like the fans are so vocal about their hatred for the dirt that
Yeah, but that was
it
the best race of the
overshadows-
year.
I can get behind that to an extent. I don't think it's been the best race, but I think it's been top 4.
That's
One of the betters.
that's probably the biggest race I enjoyed this year. I have to say.
Yeah, I thought that same thing too. I was like, "Where are the Outlaws this year?" And they just weren't there.
That's another problem. Like
Anything.
it was supposed to bring those the super late models, World of Outlaws, and they haven't. I don't think they did anything last year.
I thought they
I don't think they
did.
did Outlaws, but I think they did late models. I think late models came because I think
Oh yeah,
If I'm
you
not
went to late
mistaken, I-
models last year, Cody. I think.
Yeah, nothing's came except for Cletus is coming in a couple of weeks, but that's it.
yeah.
I think the thing is though, if they do knock it down to one date, I mean, think about it. Next year, if you only have Bristol one time, that's a guaranteed sellout, or it should be a guaranteed sellout. I might be speaking too soon, but that will jack ticket prices up. And I think for a few years, it'll be hard to get into Bristol. Like you better be getting in early, or you're not going to get a seat. You're not going to be able to go watch it.
And you know what? We saw that with Dover last year before it got postponed to Monday. That was a near sellout too. Now that Dover only has one date,
Yeah,
so
I mean, after a few years of doing it one date, maybe they can bring it back to a second date. But I just got a bad feeling. That we're looking at a Wilkesboro situation with Bristol Motor Speedway.
I wouldn't go that far.
I think you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
Nah, I got a bad
No.
Bristol Wilkesboro closed down because of the infrastructure.
Well, I mean-
it was because, yeah.
That's what's going on here, right? Like, I mean,
No.
my opinion, that's what's going on here.
We also never know what they're going to do. They might turn it to some sort of all-star race again. Like Bristol, the second, or I guess the first date might be some sort of like exhibition-styled race if you're going to move Wilkesboro to be in the regular season. Change Bristol up and do something.
But like, even the knot race, like, don't get me wrong, the knot race is packed, right? Like, the knot race has a good crowd, but even the knot race ain't sold out.
I
So
think this year's was
it-
very close.
It's the thing about Bristol is it's just such a massive facility. Like in NASCAR, the number of people attending a race on average has gone down from the peak 2000 years, but there's still a solid group that comes to Bristol every year,
and also shit's expensive right now. I think that's a good
Yeah.
thing to put in there too.
I know,
NASCAR
yeah.
never recovered. NASCAR
2008, yeah. That's what I was just like.
Good?
My fucking computer could cook an egg right now. Do you hear this?
Oh no, I know
Dude,
what sound you're talking about because my Mac lights
Dude,
up.
why? I don't understand. Like, it won't cool down.
Go get some ice.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't want Bristol to lose any date or die off at all. I think that would be just terrible for our area. And the fact of like,
Yeah.
we have such a cool venue that we could do so much with when NASCAR's not here.
You just got to tear it down, man. Tear it down, make it Atlanta 2.0. Like, let's just go fast, you know?
Ugh.
Every track just needs to be Atlanta now.
And like Bristol, like this area, of all the areas around here, and I can say this because I live here, and all of us live here, but Bristol is probably the one that's the most, like, they've came up the most, especially with like the Pinnacle and stuff like that. But still, like, if you go to the backside of the track, there's not shit. But there's not.
Yeah, I think that
Let's make
is
hut.
a
Let's do a hot dog
that's-
hut back there.
that is a problem that's plaguing. So all 3 races I've been to, Daytona I felt like was like pretty full of like sponsorship and activation. That's a given. It's Daytona. Atlanta, that fan zone was bad. Like, it genuinely was just bad. There was not much down there. There was nothing going on. That was like, and the weather maybe factored into it. The high wind warning.
I think it definitely did.
Yeah.
But I don't imagine that it affects it a whole lot, though, as far as like when sponsors like don't show up, right? Like, why would a sponsor not show up if they had already booked a spot at Atlanta? So I think overall, and even for Bristol Dirt, there wasn't really much at all.
It was
Like,
pretty
around
bare. Yeah.
back,
It was pretty
like
bare
that.
bones.
That was a bad like sponsorship activation area. So I would like to have more things for fans to do. I remember when I was a kid, dude, it was like a carnival.
Yeah.
Bristol was like, there was just so much, and obviously the sport's not as popular as it used to be. Nobody's arguing that. I just think that like nobody is helping the fan experience out. So why go to a race, right? What makes you want to go to a race? Is it the cars themselves, or do you like walking around and seeing the whole like race day feel? Because I like it all combined. I think
Same
that
here.
outside having fun is worth almost as much as inside what you see, which I'm there for the racing, but it's the fun stuff that I do outside of the track that makes it more memorable and will make me want to go back.
Making it, like you're saying, making it an experience rather than just another sporting event, you know? Making it something you can look forward to year in and year out.
Well, think about Talladega and the Boulevard, right? People go to
Yeah.
Talladega for the Boulevard. People love that extra experience to the race. Every track needs something that makes it like that special. And I feel like Bristol, honestly, I feel like it's the white tents that make Bristol so cool.
Oh yeah,
Because
Did
they're
they
all
have
just
the-
right.
die
They have
cast.
Ricci and Zen, were any of those tents out for Bristol? this
Zen
time or
was.
no?
Yeah.
Zen was.
3G
So 3G.
was.
No, really. They
I
have the moonshine.
Zen was not at Atlanta though.
I haven't heard anything about 3G even doing something like that this year.
What about?
I have not seen them yet.
What about the
No.
moonshine? Were the moonshine there and all that?
Yeah.
There's a new there.
Yeah,
I stopped by that tent.
we did moonshine tasting actually.
Yeah. I stopped by it. All right.
Hell, even I did it, and it. Ugh.
The apple pie was amazing. The warm apple pie was amazing.
That actually wasn't bad. The
I
raspberry
like
was,
that.
or what, I don't know if it was blackberry or raspberry.
Blackberry.
Blackberry, that was my favorite.
Dude,
That's a
that's
big
right.
one.
Put a Dollar General in the infield. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
No Chevy or Ford tents. I think that's a big one. We've only got certain
Yeah.
manufacturers at
Certain
each
tracks.
racetrack.
Yeah.
At certain tracks.
Yeah.
I know it's only Toyota at Bristol. I know. That's the only I've only seen Toyota there.
Richmond
Yeah.
does the same thing with Toyota.
Yeah, Chevrolet had a tent on the other side, I'm pretty sure, right? They had a bunch of cars on the other side, if I'm not mistaken.
Chevrolet. They're
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah,
what,
'cause Ally was over
Atlanta,
there.
isn't it? Chevrolet's like that's the
They're
good.
the
Yeah.
they're the sponsor, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, but even when we were younger, Ford was the sponsor of the track, and there would be a Ford tent, and there would be a Chevy tent, and a Toyota would be on the other side.
Do you remember
Yeah,
the Ford Holler from a couple
Yeah.
years ago? Like you'd walk
Yeah.
up and they had the big Ford Performance Holler. Like you'd go up and just get like it was just Ford shit.
Yeah, like that's cool. Like your like these manufacturers should have something at every race. I don't understand
I-
that.
I know for a fact Toyota does.
Yeah, Toyota does a great job with it. I agree. Ford doesn't. They don't give a shit anymore. Used to
Chevy's
they
not
did.
half bad. It's pretty much half the damn haulers if you go over there and need a Chevy driver.
Yeah,
But they don't have
Well, that's
anything.
it.
It's just like show cars and.
but the other thing is, it's so expensive to put something up there. So you really can't blame them for not wanting to. I think that's a problem to why a lot of people aren't seeing the investment. Because I
It's
mean, really,
not as bad as you think it is, actually.
how much is it?
For Easter weekend, it's for the white tent area. It's in between $800 to $1,500.
For the that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the white tents. I'm talking about like on SMI property.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that I can. No, like I want to do something there, but like on SMI property, like where everything used to be, like it's so insane. I think that's why people aren't doing it. I mean, we've heard like these people talk about haulers, like Brad. Hell, he ain't got a hauler. He's using stored hoss, which is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Like why? He just walked up to Tony and was like, "Hey man, you mind if I put my shit in the left corner of your trailer?"
Very far left corner. You get about
very
4
far
hats and a
left
couple
corner. You mind if I
t-shirts
put
and a
like
hoodie.
4 or 5 t-shirts up there? Can I put my
Don't
Kings
forget my
Hawaiian
koozies
shirt?
and my cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
King's Hawaiian roll.
Yeah, the weirdest thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about this back in the fall when we were when the night race was going on. I feel like ETSU and Bristol should have their events like lined up together, like how they schedule their events, because they had football games going on when the night race was going on and the
Tennessee, Virginia Tech.
Country Thunder concert too.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and ETSU
Talking-
football around here is a little bit like bigger than I think a lot of people who aren't around here realize. I mean, we're filling up that stadium every weekend.
yeah,
like-
it's in the.
That's 13,000 people are going to be there every Saturday. So
And I feel like Bristol should market to the college kids in the region, like hardcore, like
Man,
Get-
you only
get
get college
UT,
discount
get
ticket
UT.
too for the night race.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
get them for the spring.
yeah. Wait, you get them for the spring? Mine were $50 for both races.
For real?
Yeah.
they were hidden and tucked away, dude.
See, that's probably why. Because I've been getting emails for getting student tickets now for the night race,
Yeah.
but I didn't get shit for dirt.
Yeah, that link was like tucked away and hidden on the website.
I search for it. Like I'm
gotta
one of those people
keyword
that
it.
always. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the college discount thing, that's huge. I mean, it's been like a huge like blessing to me in my time.
Same here.
So, I mean, I plan on writing out my EDU email until.
Oh,
I
I'm
can't
trying to.
anymore, so-
I'm trying to. I just got a message about them closing them down soon. So
Dang.
I'll just use my sister's. I'll just use my sister's account.
Yeah, well, or just enroll in a
Yeah.
bunch of different schools. Like every
Yeah.
year, just enroll and then don't go.
Dude, I still get texts from Northeast states. I'm
I
pretty
do
sure I might
too.
be good.
I do too. I'm still on the campus alert for Northeast.
Yeah, I'll get it. It's like campus is closed for the day. I'm like, okay.
Bro, pretty much every NASCAR track is going to offer college student discounts. Close. That is close to it.
Yeah.
It's Cody LTC at YMail.
Yeah, exactly. Rocket Mail.
AOL.
So we did race. You guys want to talk about the truck series a little bit?
I didn't watch
Actually,
shit of that
Cody,
shit.
can you talk about Bubba Wallace first?
I got to meet Bubba. That was cool.
So did I.
So the story's pretty funny. We get there. It was scheduled from 3 to 4. So me and Summer pull up at 2 o'clock because I was like, let's just be like better safe than sorry. That way, if the line's starting to form, I can go on and get in it. So we get there at 2, and I walk in to see how long the line is, and it's not too bad. I'm thinking, yeah, we could probably just sit out here and wait until 3, and it'll be fine. So 2:30ish hits, and people are walking outside, and they're like leaving the McDonald's in like bulk. And I was like, maybe he canceled. And I was like, let's go in and see. And the line's gone, but Bubba's just sitting there. They had moved it up a whole hour. So he was actually about to end the meet and greet when we walked in. So I was about to pull up, think I was early for the Bubba meet and greet, wait outside, and then him leave. And then I would have gone in, and it would have already ended. Because they just moved up the meet and greet time. But super nice guy, super cool. It was cool to meet him. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to meet him too. Jacob, look away, but I had Bubba sign this. This is the only Bubba related thing I had because he's a Vols fan too. And when I came up, he was like walking to go interview with like I think it was WQUT, and Bubba said hi to me, and I said hi back, and I went over there and had him sign my hat, and I said, "Go Vols, baby," and he said, "I hope they're worth a fuck this year, goddamn." And then I got a selfie with him. Dude, I do not understand the shit Bubba gets. If you would just meet the guy, I promise you would. Your mind would change on him, dude. He's like one of the nicest guys I've ever met. I've met a lot of drivers in my lifetime, and I've never met one guy that literally came up to me and Cody in summer. Like we were just standing there, and I think you were on the phone with your mom.
Yeah.
When he was leaving, he comes up to us and said, "You guys have a good day." I've never met a driver that's done that. And also, there was these two other fans that were late. Like he was leaving, and I've seen a lot of drivers that like say
once
like,
they're off the clock, they're off the clock.
Yeah,
like,
they're
yeah, like no, you're too late. But no, Bubba, he actually stopped and signed those guys' hats for him. Like he said, "Hey, Bubba, like, any way we can get this hat signed?" He said, "Follow me, boys." And signed their hat. They got a picture together, and he was gone. So
I've got to ask, do you guys think he was nervous doing a meet and greet?
I don't think so.
he didn't seem nervous.
Not in that area? You didn't think he'd be like just a little on edge?
I don't
Not
know
really.
what that is.
What the fuck?
Just delete comment.
The fuck was that, dude? Just
no
something
idea.
about human zoos, dude. That's crazy.
It was a link for rumble.com.
Rumble.
I think that's like the Republican Twitter.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
We should have clicked on that. Let's bring them up. They want ad space. We'll give it to them.
Anyway, no, he didn't seem nervous at all.
Cody's a conservative, according to that one dude, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know at what point I put that vibe off, but I'm
Dude.
terribly sorry if I have.
Fucking right-sided asshole is what you are.
About as red as they come, son.
Yeah, dude. What do you think? When did NASCAR die? This is the question that determines it.
NASCAR died with Dale.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
I am a boomer. Chrome had to tell his dad if Bubba won yesterday, they would have had to run. Honestly, dude, like I hate that you're probably right, to be honest. Bubba, he got booed pretty loud yesterday.
We heard it. We were walking into the track as driver intros were going on, and my dad asked me who got booed, and I said, "Yeah, it's Bubba."
Yeah, it was louder than Kyle's. Kyle is starting to get a lot of applauses,
Yeah,
honestly.
See,
Kyle's was not as bad.
I think it's just because of the switch from Gibbs to RCR. To be honest, like,
It is.
RCR by nature is like in everybody's heart, like positively.
you know, it's just everyone likes RC. You know, there's not a lot of RCR haters out there,
Oh,
besides
hell,
the few that hate Austin Dillon. But
hell, even when Kyle wrecked in the final laps yesterday, like I saw like nobody cheer.
Did you not hear me scream?
I was too busy being pissed off.
Which I screamed at everybody wrecking yesterday. Anyways, truck race.
Do what?
Truck race. That's what we're talking
start
about. Right?
Yeah.
segue into the truck race.
Truck race, yes. So
Hey, Parv, let's go. For real. When you come to Nashville, we'll go to the Nashville race. We'll go to Skips again.
is that a bar?
No, it's this old, like, 60s diner. That's where my grandma lives. It's in her small town.
Oh, okay.
We took him there for lunch before we went up to go catch.
Gotcha. So the truck race happened. Do you want to go by stage or kind of just talk about the race in bulk?
I guess just the race in bulk.
There's not a whole lot to talk about.
No,
Joey
not
Logano kicked
He smacked
ass.
the field. Yeah, his car was like on another planet from everyone else. Like the racing wasn't that bad for like the rest of the field, but the Thor Sport cars just had him and Majeski and him and Majeski just kind of cruised away, and then everyone else kind of was doing their thing.
Joey, in the words of Kenny Wallace, Joey Logano embarrassed the field Saturday night. It's just an absolute truth. I mean, the takeoff that he had was insane. Tom Majeski was the only guy that could keep up with him because he is one of the greatest. And I mean, dude, he is. Tom Majeski's a truck champion in the making, man. But Joey just absolutely killed it. And also that paint scheme on that truck was pretty badass. I liked it. But the other thing I wanted to point out too is I cannot understand why Stuart Friesen and Chase Briscoe kept ripping the high line. They made no ground. Dude, they done it the whole race. The whole race.
They just kind of stayed in the same place.
They made a lot of traction.
Yeah.
But me and Cody was talking during the race, and it was mostly because the guys on the bottom were getting like bundled up, and they would like lose momentum and they would go bomb. But once they kind of got up there with the faster trucks that was just running the bottom, that was it. Like they couldn't make any more ground. And the other thing I got from this race is the 13 team makes questionable decisions.
Oh, yeah.
I do not understand why in the hell they brought it down pit road. I don't get it. Maybe there was an issue. Maybe they didn't have enough fuel. But as soon as she got put in like the back of the pack, I was like, "That's bad. That's bad."
Want to hear my thoughts on the truck race real quick?
Yeah.
That's it. Continue.
I'm glad. Thank you for that.
I'm just gonna beat your ass. Stop.
Yeah. You're going to get Twitter riled up. Jacob,
Twitter.
you're going to react
Yeah, like
to
I'm
this.
afraid of Starbucks coffee. Get the fuck out of here.
React to what now?
Will you react to this comment?
Majeski single-handedly ended Roush's Xfinity program. That is just single-handedly not true. That is just not true.
It was already dying before
It was
then.
dead. I mean, to be honest with you, like if we say that, then you got to say that Bubba killed it too, and so did Chase Briscoe.
What did
And
Bubba do?
Bubba
Bubba
was there.
was running for a
Bubba-
championship
yeah.
and lost his rod.
Bubba was.
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was I was so confused when that happened. I was just like,
Yeah,
what?
Bubba was in third place, buddy.
Oh, he
Yeah, dude. Bubba
He-
killed it, man.
he got dropped because of sponsorship, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the exact reason.
Oh,
But
shit.
my point is like if we're gonna make that, my point was like if we're gonna make that like the reason that Roush died, then like why is Bubba and Chase Briscoe?
Bubba
And the
used to run
top
the
of the
EcoBoost
sport.
card back in the day, didn't he?
Yeah, Chase and Majeski split the 60 car.
Hey, he was also sponsored by
It-
SpongeBob SquarePants one time.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
Talladega.
Which one? The 60?
Yeah,
Or Bubba's?
but yeah, Bubba's number 6. Like he did it for like the Talladega.
And no, the number 60 didn't kill it either. If you go and watch a lot of these podcasts and people talking about it, Roush really dropped the ball from around right where Gen 6 come out. This is the only thing I can talk about and be like confident I know what I'm talking about. They didn't what's the word I'm looking for? Evolve like other teams did, and they got left behind. So
Yeah.
they just got killed.
We also had an insightful conversation with Ryan Reed too, way back in the day, and
Yep.
he talked about when Lily left. Like that was a big arrow to the team because Ryan Reed was getting ready to go cup racing.
Yeah. And I mean, really, if you think about it, Roush hasn't been around like to compete since, and this is going to sound like insane, 10 years ago?
It was right after Edwards, like that. Edwards and Stenhouse was like the last hurrah.
I read that hashtag wrong, and I thought it said Brad K needs store tire.
It's store tire.
That's what I thought it said too. Brad K needs store tire.
Yeah. Poor. I mean, is Roush back now?
Yeah, but not with dirt. but I mean, also, like, what's the first thing I told you yesterday? You were like, "What do you think RFK does?" And what was my answer?
Rod in the back.
Yeah, I said they're not winning this. It's like
Brad K was moving yesterday. In
no,
circles.
all over the place, into
but
the wall.
when the dirt came up, Busher did work it. I want to point this out because I was paying attention. When the dirt came up, Busher did work his way back up to 13th. I think Busher's going to be like a Bristol guy. He's going to be hard to beat at Bristol.
He was good there. He was good there in the Xfinity, or it was Xfinity. I'm trying to remember if it was still Nate. Yeah, it's Xfinity. The 1 year he stayed out late. He was holding off Kyle Busch for a while, but eventually Kyle Busch got him. The 1 year.
I just think that they are here to compete this year. I mean, they're there in the points, right? Like last year, this was, neither car was in the top 16. So yeah, they're back. They're a lot more back than Legacy.
That is a very good point. Noah struggled yesterday.
Oh, he was so off the pace in the heat races. You could visibly see him being off the pace in his heat race. It was so bad.
So yeah, truck series. Real quick, you care if I run through the top 10? 10th place, Matt DiBenedetto. Number 9, Caden Honeycutt. 8, Tanner Gray. 7, Chase Briscoe. 6, Jake Garcia. 5 is Grant Infanger. 4, Matt Crafton. 3, Willie B. 2, Jacob's Man, Ty Majeski. And then the winner with 138 laps out of the 150. He led 138. Dalton Good's favorite driver, Joey Logano.
One driver I got to shout out who had a good run, but it didn't end very well, was Rajah Caruth.
Dude, Rajah is showing a lot of potential.
In his heat race, he was spanking he was doing really good with Matt Crafton, having a battle. I wasn't there. I was watching on my phone rolling into the track, but he had some. Yeah, he had a pretty fast car.
He did. He finished 11th.
Yeah.
As an honorable mention.
I know he spun out, I think, and then he worked his way back up. After,
I've got a rant coming up in a little bit. Are we done with Truck Series?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna rant for a few seconds because I wasn't on last week, and I had this thought. No, sorry, I had this thought after Coda, but I do not. Okay, you guys tell me what you think on this. I do not like when drivers from other series get a chance to race at the top level of the sport, right? And they get a chance to race, and they race in this, and they race in the Cup race, and as soon as they get out of the car, they fucking shit on the sport. It
I know
pisses me off.
Jonathan shit on it. So
Jonathan Davenport.
Dirt track.
I've got so much respect for Jonathan Davenport. I mean, how can you not? He won $2 million last year racing on dirt. All right, gets an opportunity of a lifetime. There's plenty of other fucking people that would love to be in that car, right? That would love to race their way up. He gets out of this car, and the first thing he says in the media center is, well, it's more of a show than I would classify it as a race. That's fucking bullshit. I hate that. And it's the same way with Coda a few weeks ago. Every one of those guys got out of the car and they shit on NASCAR. And it pisses me the hell off, dude. It makes me so damn mad. And I get what they're saying, but also, like, you got an opportunity to come over here and ride. And when you look at the difference between how many drivers NASCAR lets from other series come to NASCAR and race, and then you turn that vice versa, it's uncanny. It's a fucking hill climb, right? There's nowhere near the same. How many drivers have raced in Indy in the past 15 years?
NASCAR guys?
Yeah.
It's just Kurt and AJ. That's about it.
How many Indy guys have came and raced NASCAR?
Dozens. Yeah, probably a dozen.
Lots. And it pisses me the hell off that NASCAR, IMSA's the only one I let slide. IMSA is the only one that I say that actually puts forth the same effort and lets people come over. That's fine. IMSA's fine. But that is absolute horse shit that they get out. And you know what? I'm going to say this right now. I enjoy having people from other series come over, but if they're going to come over and get out of the car and start running their fucking mouths, NASCAR needs to cut them off. In the ring.
Jacob, you should run NASCAR.
I should, because all those fuckers wouldn't have a rod.
Shout out
Guaranteed.
Dakota.
Jacob, you're like 50-50 based on chat.
I knew it was going to ruffle some feathers. But it's the same way with Jordan Taylor and Jensen Button. And that's all. I knew that they were going to hit the non-card, right? Like, they're going to hit the non-card. Like, you got Jensen Button or Jordan Taylor in the non-card. Like, they're going to hit it. But, like, he gets out and just starts trashing. And I'm like, okay, man, so you didn't finish the way you wanted to finish, and now you're going to trash
Jensen
on the whole
field
race?
the 51 next year?
I think Jensen Button actually liked racing NASCAR. He just didn't like the end of the race, to be
Oh,
honest.
He said he wants to come back. Like,
Yeah.
I'm serious. Is he going to run 51?
He said he wants to roll and run full time.
Yeah, I read somebody writes like a weekly blog. I know this is like technically plagiarism, but it's some guy who writes a blog and he's like heavily involved in like the uppers in F1 and that sort of thing. And Jensen does want to come to NASCAR full time.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's go, I guess.
I feel like if
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
I was just saying, and speaking about Kimmy too, I feel like Kimmy likes NASCAR. He just doesn't want to run full time because he's past his prime and just enjoys doing stuff with his kids. So.
Yeah, Kimmy's gonna talk shit no matter what he drops.
Yeah,
That's
he's
just
a
Kimmy.
shit talker. That's a shit. He's a shit talker.
I don't know, man. It just kills me. It just aggravates the shit out of me.
I know the top comment on that Davenport thing was like, yeah, he's just mad his race didn't go well. So
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. Like a lot of these, and that's I feel like that's a big part of it. A lot of these drivers come in here thinking that it's going to be nice and easy, but this sport is so hard,
right, bro.
man. Like
That's
the
so
amount
disgusting.
of the amount of
cars are straight.
the amount of contact that you have to endure in this, and then keep yourself up front. And I mean, there's a lot. Like all these drivers are so good, right? Like most of these drivers are really, really good. And I think the expectation when they come into this is that, like, hey, I'm going to run really decent, and then it never happens. And it's the same way when NASCAR goes to another sport, right? Like they want to go run Indy. I mean, look at Jimmy Johnson. Look how much he had to learn before he even started running okay. So
I know, and yeah, it's just like it all depends on your skill set too. Like if you're good at driving multiple types of cars, you're probably going to be good in NASCAR. But if you're not good, if you're just good at open wheel, if you're just good at one particular thing, it's probably not going to work out the way you think it is.
I feel like if a basketball player were to go and play MLB, he's gonna be like, dude, I didn't break a sweat at all. This shit's easy. You know? So, I mean, like, it's just gonna be that way. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about the football players that were also baseball players. Like, they were damn good at baseball, all right? They were great at football, but they were damn good at baseball. So it's like, I guess it depends on your... Okay, Jordan Taylor, I'll say it. Jordan Taylor, Jensen Button, and Kimmy, those three guys combined were tenfold better than every other Cup driver out there on a road course. And I don't think it's even arguable. I think that they've spent their entire careers road course racing, a different style, of course, but the way that they race, it has to be cleaner, because if you were to bump F1 cars the way you bump stock cars, somebody's gonna die, right? So it is like a whole new world for them. I don't think that you can go into somebody else's culture and like just immediately shit on it because it's not your culture. I think that's just, that in itself is terrible.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's my problem with it.
Yeah,
you hit it on the head. That's what I was
culture
trying
thing.
to say.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it pissed me off. I mean, Davenport, like, he's earned the right to shit talk, I think, anything dirt related. Now, if he would have came to, like, the Coke 600 and was talking shit about the way we were racing, then I see a problem there. I think that his criticism is probably valid, but I am on Jacob's side with this one. I hate people coming in from outside of the sport and then just like scoffing at it. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's because NASCAR is a valid motorsport. I think they realize that. I just think they just, in an interview, they just want to be smart ass.
Well, you want to talk about the decline? Like, that's not helping it. That's why I think NASCAR should be like, hey, like, you want to voice your opinion, that's fine, but don't come over here and like shit on what we're doing. Because I just find that, and like I said, I have a lot of respect for all of these guys. I mean, how could you not, right? Like, they're all very successful. Jensen, Jordan Taylor, Kimi Räikkönen, Jonathan Davenport, like, these guys are all successful in their own realm. But for me, as a person, I wouldn't race NASCAR, for instance, okay, and then go over to Indy and then do bad in an Indy race, which most likely would happen because I'm not used to it, right? And the first thing I say when I get out of the car, I'll be like, these cars are a joke. You know what I'm going to say? I'll be like, that was fun. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, I think also, though, with Jordan Taylor, Jensen Button, and Kimi, all of those guys are coming from a very illustrious career in their own respective sport, right? They're all champions. They've all won a lot of races combined. Now, I think that they do have a right to, like, criticize to an extent. I can't stress that enough.
Oh, yeah.
But
if you're talking about criticizing the race, I'm just talking about saying that, like, all of the comments that I've seen is like, this is a joke. Like,
I think NASCAR did that to itself, though. Honestly, I would love to have this conversation. I think this will be a fun one to talk about. NASCAR has always kind of promoted itself as like a shit show, right? And now that people are trying to take NASCAR more serious, and people are wanting it to be like I hate to compare it to, but people want it to compete with F1, right? That's what everybody wants. That's what all of this is building up to, is NASCAR versus F1. I think that NASCAR like dug its own hole a long time ago. I think the drunk redneck fan, the drunk dumb NASCAR fan, NASCAR played into that stereotype too much for its own good, and I'll die on the hill.
I think that COTA especially, I think NASCAR kind of just the way people wrecked at the end, like the way it was, people were just ramming into each other at the end of the race. That kind of just probably made them more mad than they should have been. It was a good race up until that point.
Mark always has the best comments. Dude, yeah. Honestly, what's the difference between Michael and Scott Miller? There's not really that big of a difference if you think about it. The goofy guy in the middle with the bad mustache should fill the 51.
Jesus Christ.
Please, that mustache has to stay. Please don't.
Stay.
Yeah, it has to. Please, just a few more days, buddy.
Yeah, dude. And I would completely be a hypocrite because I know that I probably wouldn't do good, and I would get out and be like, this race fucking sucked, man.
I hate the sport. I hate everybody I'm racing with.
Yeah.
But do you guys agree? Do you think NASCAR made itself a circus a long time ago?
Not intentionally.
Yeah, I think it kind of just, the culture, it always had that culture, but like it sort of became the redneck sport with the advent of it getting popular, because with the 1979 Daytona 500, NASCAR got famous because of a fight. That's sort of been the history of NASCAR: bootlegging, fights, action-packed. The good old country boys. Like you got Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, Kel Yarborough, on to as it developed. That was sort of the background of the sport. Hell yeah.
Speaking of Kale, I don't know if you guys saw earlier today, but apparently he is in bad health right now.
I
Really?
did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about just one of the goats of NASCAR, and you can't even argue it, dude. Like top 10 greatest of all time.
You know what was a great comment that was said yesterday? Speaking of like greats,
What?
that Mike Joy was shouting out Alan Kawicki and said he was the best or one of the only best team owner drivers to win the championship.
His
Tony's,
input,
like, right next to him.
Yeah.
his input,
right there.
Alan Kawicki's impact is so much bigger than just his driving career.
Totally
And
agree.
he's an icon. Like he's an icon, even outside. I'd say even outside the sport, just because of his story. Like I feel like if someone was going to pick a movie of a driver or a driver to base a movie on, I feel like Alan Kawicki would be probably number one. To be honest,
Dude, me
It's
and
funny,
Coop
man. I don't think we have
are
a good
like,
documentary on Alan Kawicki. I don't think there's anything.
no, dude, it's
God, he's
like
a 30 for 30 or something. I mean, shit, Tim
Yeah.
Richmond's got one. Like,
because like just like his story, his rise to power, and then like just like everything after his like the impact he had on the future of NASCAR.
just think of the
It's,
Polish victory lap. Like, look, it still lives on to this day.
And what's crazy, Kyle Larson did the Polish victory lap last week. Christopher Bell did the Polish victory lap last night. I think they had did they have like a thing before the race that they showed? I don't know if I missed that or not.
they were actually playing it when I walked in.
Leave that
I
comment.
think I probably missed it.
I would have met you, dude. And I don't know when they met. I assume it's when I went
It was.
to do my. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob, you can quit for free help. Call 1-800-QUIT help now.
But the thing is, I don't want to quit. See, that's what no one ever asked.
Oh my god.
me.
Let's show Jacob those
No-
fucking commercials and see what.
No one ever asked me what I want. I don't want to quit. Okay. So,
So, do you want to hold your stoma in about 25 years?
do I want
Excuse me,
nothing? What
what?
now?
Stoma.
A hole in your stoma? So you can talk like this.
No, dude, I'm not going to get that.
Scary
Sorry.
Movie 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I would have met you.
Dude, earlier,
Next race.
JKL a
Next race.
smoker, bro. JKL is smoking.
Oh my god, dude.
everything.
earlier today, Summer, I said something and I was like, I said something about waking up dead. And she, like, just unknowingly, she was like, how do you wake up dead?
Matt,
And I was like, what if you go to bed dead? Can you wake up alive? And she was like, huh? And I was like, if you go to bed dead and you wake up alive, can you die? And she's like, huh? And like, I went through the whole dialogue and she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, scary movie. And she's like, yeah, I have no idea. And once again, it was just a dagger in the heart.
That's such a good fucking could, would, should, did.
yo, Cooper, I finished.
SNC.
Cooper, I finished.
Eric, long time no see, buddy. Thanks for
Hey.
stopping by.
Cooper, I finished.
Eric, there's a pretty donation button up there if you want to hit it again. Fucking with you. But no, for
Good
real,
to
if
see
wanna
you,
donate
Eric.
to us, I
Yeah, from
appreciate
now
you.
on, Coop has to donate feet pictures to everybody who donates.
Shit, I'll pull it up right here. What you want?
Oh shoot!
Oh,
Them
shit.
piggies,
No,
bro.
don't give away the merch for free.
Bro.
Got the dogs
What the
out
fuck?
right
You just
now,
say
bro.
coochie for it. Chrome just said coochie.
No, I wouldn't say I'm a smoker, Brian. That's
Shut
That's
the fuck
bull
up.
fucking shit.
I'm not
You're
a smoker.
smoking tobacco pipes. You're smoking.
You literally
Little
abandoned us to go charge
sticks
your
and you
goddamn
got
vape in your
weed.
Mustang. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I have to have a
Jacob
vape.
smoking meth. Like, I mean,
Yeah, shit.
smoking
That's
fat
fun.
packs.
Crack pipe.
Hey, we did get a dono actually.
Did we really?
We did get a dono. Yeah.
Was it Eric? Eric?
It was Eric. It was.
Oh, I feel like you got
Eric, bro, I appreciate
you got
that.
pressured, man. I
Bro,
don't feel
Cooper,
like
you're
that.
What do you want?
dick.
Eric, what do you want from me?
Oh,
No pictures of
Dalton,
my feet?
you're gonna love the donation.
Oh god, I already know what it is.
$8.
No, it's $22. I swear to God.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
$8.88.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh shit. I
Just
can't
shout out Kyle.
I can't take any more 22s this weekend. I'm done.
Motherfucker, you keep doing this. You're doing 22.
No.
That's true.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
Roman
true.
numerals.
That's
It's
how I do
Roman numerals.
Whoa, Heidi, what the fuck are you doing? Hold on. You want down? All right, go.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I will holler at you sometime.
See you, Chrome. See you later.
Fuck you, Chrome.
Smell you later, Chrome.
Smoked
Smoke
Winston's for the
Winston.
last 40 years. Dude, that's where I started was Winston. And then I retired an American Spirit, man. Like, I just went...
Slide my DM.
I went from, like, just, you know, full-fledged American to, like, the biggest hipster before I quit smoking.
Would you say you smoked after the Winstons, though?
Marlboro.
Your mom.
There's another one. You told me about.
Marlboro Reds.
The Camel Crushes.
No, I mean, I like Camel Crushes.
I did American Spirits.
That's it. American
Yeah.
Spirits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the light blue.
Yeah.
Just like Kurt Cobain, baby. Where are the Joey Logano stands at?
Shit.
He got 2 shirts on because he shits.
Oh,
Shit,
Eric,
Eric.
thank you. Thank you.
Tell him,
Thank
Eric.
you. Preach.
I
Preach.
really want to get Joey Logano on the show.
Oh,
So bad.
There's no fucking way in hell
We-
it's happening.
So bad.
I'm the-
We need
I
to-
think it can happen.
No,
I'd
he's-
love to have Joey
no,
on, bro.
as soon as he sees me, he's gone. I swear to
No,
God.
dude. Joey's cool. Joey's
He
cool.
is. I guarantee it. And he would laugh about it.
I mean,
I talked about you.
I know he's a cool dude, but it's just
Let me ask
He
you
talked
this.
about you in a damn interview. What? Come on.
Let me ask you this.
okay. No.
Don't-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. One thing I forgot to mention is so. Here's the deal. People keep getting this whole situation confused. So Logano said on the radio Saturday night that there was a fan in the backstretch that was flipping him off every single lap. Now, did I flip off Joey Logano? Hell fucking yeah, I did. I mean, there's nobody denying that. But we were all sitting in the front stretch, and we were like literally like halfway up. So, really, do you think Joey Logano would be able to see like me flipping him off from where I was sitting like the whole race? Like, come on.
I mean,
Like,
half the crowd staring at you. Yeah, I'd probably say so.
I mean, like, I didn't flip him off like every lap like that one guy did, but like, look, I know I have a lot of energy, but I really don't have the energy to flip off everybody for 150 minutes straight. I seriously don't. Like,
I think you do have the energy for it. If
no, I
you wanted to.
No, I seriously can't, dude. Like, I don't know how people do it. I mean, I see these fans.
He
I see
probably had a lot of liquid courage, I'd say.
What
Well,
the fuck, Matt? What?
I'm not a drinker, so good luck with that. I've seen a lot of fans like flip off Kyle Busch every single lap, and like I just don't know how you can do it.
Let me ask you a question, Dalton. And this
So-
is the answer that'll determine whether we try to get Joey on the show or not. All right.
What?
Do you respect Joey Logano as a driver?
Yeah,
Do you think he's one of the best drivers of all time?
I hate to admit it, but yes.
Okay.
Everybody clip that.
Yeah, clip that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think everybody took like all of that stuff way too seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was just a joke. Yeah.
that's what these new sensitive ass people on Twitter do nowadays. Like, you're no longer allowed to have fun anymore. You can't have like a rival driver that you hate. Like,
Uh-oh.
you gotta
Oh
act.
god.
You gotta act normal, like you're sitting in the fucking suites, like
been a
like
good
you have
ride.
VIP passes and shit like that. It's the new NASCAR fans, man. They don't know how to have fun anymore.
You gotta
They,
get the ice bucket out, man. They gotta start wringing the fucking neck out.
Hey.
of these
Yeah,
guys. These
you
get tense.
gotta be perfect. Yeah, you just can't have fun anymore. It's where we're at now. You can't.
I,
I said this earlier. You can scream "fuck Cal Busch" in the infield. You can say racist shit about Bubba Wallace, but again, God forbid if you flip off Joey Logano, that you're getting charged with like a felony or some shit like that. I don't get it.
I flipped off a driver this weekend.
Hey.
That's fine. Like,
Ryan Priest.
Oh,
My
dude,
hero.
I applaud.
My hero.
I stood up
No.
and I was clapping for Ryan, dude.
Dude,
I
my
was so
hero.
proud of him.
They both of them screwed my fantasy this week too.
You know, I'm glad. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that Larson wrecked himself. I guess we could talk about the Cup Series now. Do we want to talk about it by page? Or do
That's
we
fine.
want to talk about it in bulk?
Could we talk about the drone first?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the drone. I've heard like a lot of people are pissed about the drone, and I don't comprehend why.
I just kind of want to like get a little like grab stick and just grab it.
Pluck it out.
Like take it.
Like you'd have to pull like the Richmond fan and like climb up on the catch fence and reach over and grab
Yeah,
it.
just like pull it up.
Oh, dude, and 100% it's cutting your fingers off too. 'Cause
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
dude.
those propellers are heavy duty.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I don't know, man.
I mean, do we
There's
hate
nothing
the
wrong with it.
drone? I don't know
No.
why we're like worried about the drone.
I like the drone. I thought that was a cool idea, especially on dirt, because then you don't have a mess or a question of where the arrow's at.
Someone got paid
Yeah.
for that. You know, they're
Yeah,
supplying
that's it.
jobs now.
Program the drone and control it, and
I'll
I think
tell
that's
you,
a-
fellers, here's the problem, right? They put the drone on the track to check and see if they could race drones instead. They're gonna kill NASCAR, and we're gonna go fully electric into drones.
I think so.
the NASCAR Electric Series.
Yeah,
start
It's
playing
been
fucking
rumored for
Quidditch.
10 years.
Not even NASCAR. They're just playing
20
Quidditch. That's it.
everybody's
doesn't
got
it-
on an Oculus.
Does anyone remember that NASCAR airplane series that was rumored 10 years ago or whatever?
Yeah, so there's actually another one that's rumored, and
Yeah.
it's I forget what the company is called.
Wait, fun fact. Is it weird that I had a dream about that once? Like, I had a dream of, jets just running 3 wide at Talladega.
That was
That
the
would
most
be
relative
Terrifying.
wow I've ever heard in my life.
That's fucking.
I was just they weren't even flying. They were literally on the fucking pavement and they're fucking.
Oh,
landing.
just drive it like they're
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah, well,
Scraping the whole.
dude, I think Dalton was rut, dude. After that, he's like, yeah, man. One time they had the airplanes. Like, dude, I had a dream about that. I'm down at the Kenjo right now, 2 miles from the track.
Shit.
I
About to
think
pull off.
the use of technology in NASCAR, I think, is important. Last week, I made a tweet, and it was, why do people, fans and influencers, why do they love seeing NASCAR fail? Why is there a circle jerk with it? And there was one guy who was and he was dead serious. He said, I want all technology out of the sport. And I'm thinking, are we just gonna race the
Flintstone your
Flintstones?
goddamn car.
Yeah,
You're just gonna take
right,
your bare feet off
yeah.
and start fucking running with your car and your
Yeah.
big spinning wheel.
I think the technology we use in NASCAR now is incredible. I think it's really freaking cool that they can see when we're braking and when they're accelerating. And Denny used that to talk about his JJ Ailey accident. And he was like, I didn't run a different lap. And he said, I'm not blaming JJ for it at all. He was like, but he did brake 50 yards sooner than he did the previous lap. And he's like, I wasn't expecting it and I ran him over. So
Yeah,
the
he's
fact that we
full of
have
shit.
that. What?
Dang.
He's full of shit,
Ah.
dude. I told you my theory on that one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you're wrong. That's
I'm
different.
not.
Theory.
I'm not
What's the
wrong.
theory?
The theory is or he wrecked Ross, right? And he gets in trouble because he admitted it, right, on the podcast. Okay. Next week comes out and sends JJ Ailey, all right, or 2 weeks later comes out and sends JJ Ailey. The week after he lost the appeal, comes out and sends JJ Ailey and puts him in the wall. And he goes, "Yeah, I didn't do that." I'm like, that's a message. That's an absolute message.
I see it.
That's my Dalton. Thank God. All right, we're back
I-
on track.
I could see Denny Hamlin doing something like that, to be
No.
honest.
Because the Fox
Fact.
commentators at Richmond knew that shit was intentional with JJ Ailey.
No one's talking about it though. No one said that. He did that on purpose. He did that as a fu to NASCAR.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would he
Well-
just ruin poor JJ Ailey's
Well,
day?
Jacob
What
and
the
I
hell
are
else is JJ out there doing?
Jacob and I are always right, kind of. So you should probably listen to what we're saying. So Jacob,
JJ was thankful. He's like, early
He's
day.
like, God bless, man. I was tired.
Look-
I got
look-
pissed.
Look what he done for JJ. That was the equivalent in the movie Fight Club when they put that gun to that guy's head and they were like, tomorrow it'll be the best breakfast he
Yeah,
ever
man,
had.
if it
He
wasn't
wrecked
for
him and
Denny,
he goes
JJ
and
wouldn't have got a
qualifies
fucking
third.
third place. Yeah.
Yeah, he qualified
Hey,
third
I-
place. Look what he done for JJ.
I agree with Eric's. This is completely off topic, but Eric's comment about the drone looking like Mario, the cloud on
Yeah.
it from Mario Kart.
that was a hell of a tweet, man.
That
We have a new donation.
Oh,
Eric,
Mhm.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Is it Erk?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Eric.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
The-
Hey,
Beautiful.
Purdue. Shit.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks,
Shout out
bro.
Joey
I appreciate
Logano.
that.
Oh, hell.
Big Joey
he gave it
Logano.
22.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
bro.
30 on
22.
the night, but I didn't want to put them together. I feel like they needed to be separate. They were sent separate. Thank you, sir. Always much appreciated. Primary investor strikes again and keeps the lights on for LTC another month.
I don't know whether to say thank you or fuck you. That's the thing.
So there was actually a donation last week too. I feel like I should put it in here because I did not talk about it last week. I missed it actually. I didn't even see it for a couple of days. So let's do this. Get it fixed. Oh wait, everybody gets their dues on the LTC. Technically counts for this week. So cup racing, guys. What do we think? Do we like it?
Oh, this was a great race. This is probably the best dirt race they've had.
In 3 years. Yep.
Yeah, this is the by far.
This was one of the most action-packed races I've ever seen.
Can we talk about officiating though? I think that was the number one problem.
Wow, they were so quick to
What?
throw fucking yellows, and then towards the
Well,
end, they're just like,
Let's be fair.
Guys, look at the donations. We didn't see it
Is it-
last week. Number one.
Yo, what
Oh,
the fuck?
dude. JD.
Damn, JD,
50
bro.
bucks.
Shout out JD.
Damn, I feel like a piece of shit now. Sorry, JD.
Yeah, you are just overlooking it. Let me fix them and make it a money
Yeah.
sign. I made it number.
Is he even here?
He was here a little while ago.
Oh, was he?
Even
Yeah.
Oh,
lots
JD,
of
shout
them.
out you, bro. Are your kids whooping each other's ass still? Or they'd ever just duke it out?
Dave, that's a good question. I can't answer it on stream though.
Why? It's just for tobacco.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, he's here. He's here.
Hey, what's
Thanks,
up, bro?
sir.
Thank
Thanks
you so
JD.
much. Cody, answer the question.
Thanks,
How do you
Eric.
smoke your tobacco?
And JD.
If I still consumed tobacco, I would probably go beaker myself.
Oh, cool. Any reason?
No, just
Okay.
it provides for more efficiency.
Big Jeep guy?
Jeeb,
Yeah, big Jeep guy?
big Jeep, yeah.
Oh, okay. Good way to
Anywho
smoke
though.
tobacco.
What I was gonna say though is that I think we can all agree that Kyle Busch's spin should have never been a caution.
Michael McDowell and his 2 360s in one race. Fucking
What
Saw
a
that.
win. What a
Ryan
win.
Blaney, Ryan Blaney spinning in front of the whole fucking field.
Yeah, don't get me started on
Yeah,
that.
Ryan Blaney got dunked.
bro.
I lost all my money.
Damn.
I mean, don't put it on a bad guy.
Yeah, I told him, and he was like, "Dude, he's right there," and I was like, "Blaney's not gonna win." Like I knew that Blaney was
Blaney-
not gonna win.
I had money on Dylan, Blaney, and Cindric as my long shot.
Mm.
Because I was like, those three guys look really, really like good, and I could see like this being like last year. And at one point,
Cindric was on the LTC
Matt-
picks, the Vince Brent picks to win.
yeah,
Matt, you're
So
right,
you-
bro. I think Blaney should go to the 13 in the truck series.
No, I think she go to the 51.
And put Haley in the 12.
I think so. Might be a better
Just
I
fit.
do a
think
driver
Cindric
swap.
was.
Cindric was what?
Oh, he was having a good race until I think he wreck at one point. Or
I
did
Con?
la-
Who the fuck is Casey Con?
He dropped back, and I didn't pay.
Yeah,
attention.
yeah. I wasn't paying attention either.
He all I know is I saw like Blaney and
Casey Con
Dylan
guy.
Yeah.
like there, and I was like, all right, we got I got a chance to win here. And then Briscoe
Now
decided
you're
to like
Casey Con.
ruin my night. Cody knows what I'm talking about Briscoe ruining your night.
Yeah, he did it last year. God,
Ruined mine this year.
dude. Yeah, we're
The race last
two
year,
for
I was
two.
like, I was like, no. I was just like, no, not this.
I'll tell you, like, watching Larson lead the first half of the race was so painful for me, dude. Absolutely painful. I was like, here I go again, like another Larson win, and I'm just stuck here watching it. And once he started getting shuffled back, I was like, please, just please, like, keep fading away.
See, he was when I was I was hyped the like first
stage. When we dropped back the first time, I was like, oh, we'll be good to come back through the field. And what cost him the race was going to pit at the end of stage 2. That cost him the race pretty much.
I think what costed him was him trying to run Ryan Preece off the track and only spinning himself out.
Yeah, I mean, but if he would have been in the lead at the after stage 2, because he was in front of Bell, and then Bell ended up winning the race on old tires too. So the tires weren't that big of a factor unless you cut a tire.
His strategy was weird.
Yeah, it was
like the way everybody was like flip flopping it. I don't know. I think maybe they should have made the pit stops mandatory.
Well, we needed more long green flag runs, and we hardly had that the first 2 stages. And it finally, after they wrecked so damn much, NASCAR finally had to say, okay, we're just gonna quit throwing cautions for single car spins. Like if they get back rolling, keep green. That was a good move. But
because Reddick stayed out stage 2 or the first stage and end of the first stage, and he dominated stage 2. He ended up winning. So tires weren't that big of a deal, to be honest. The whole race.
I guess we need to talk about the Larson and Preece drama, right?
What drama? There was no drama.
Discuss that. Oh, there's a little bit.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. There's I don't think I've seen Larson that pissed in an interview, to be honest. Like at another driver, like he didn't straight up say it, but he as a Larson fan, he doesn't usually get pissed at other people. Like he just kind of gets pissed at himself, maybe. But I don't. He was pretty spicy in his interview. I will say that.
All right. So as an unbiased opinion, okay, Larson comes up and runs Preece into the wall, all right, which did mess up Preece's knot for the most part. Then he spun because he had some damage, toe link failure from what I understand. He spins out, goes to the back.
What about his big toe?
Toe? Yeah. What's the old Mike Joyce saying? That's famous. NASCAR drivers not that. NASCAR drivers' memories are longer than elephants. You know, you remember him saying that? Like,
yeah.
So Preece is running the back the whole time. He's thinking about that 5 car, and the 5 car spins. Okay.
That was him getting caught in the spider web.
Yeah, he got caught in the spider web. So when the 5 car goes by the 41 returned the favor. I don't think he was going to put the 5 in the wall. I think he just ran him up into the wall. Then Larson cuts a hard left to door slam because he got frustrated, right? He got pissed off. Door slams Preece, loses the car, ends his knot. I do not think that Preece did anything wrong. I think he just returned the favor. I don't think he was going to wreck him. I think he just put him in the wall, roughed him up a little bit, the same way he was done. But I was very surprised to hear that Tony Stewart did not stick up for his own damn driver. I don't understand.
I think, here's my theory. I think Tony Stewart's a big Larson guy. So, to be honest,
I could agree there.
He did want him. He did want him.
Ford was the one who went on with that. That nixed all that.
My question is though, if you've got Preece, which is probably never going to happen, right? Ever. But if Tony Stewart's got Preece and Larson in the championship 4, which car is he going to pull for?
I have no idea, to be honest. Probably his own car.
the fact that you have to say probably.
The
though, is
answer
like,
should be Prius.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I think Tony's a bad car owner anyway. But I've always felt that way.
Well, it's okay when KHI comes in and Haas is in jail and Tony Stewart's
Jesus
just poking around.
Christ.
NHRA.
Yeah, you know. I mean, KHI's gonna come in and we're gonna revive that damn team. Come on.
I don't think Tony really gives a shit about NASCAR anymore. Like, he got so
No.
pissed off at the penalties that they got last year from the Roval that he just
Tony
wants
was
to
just scared
focus-
because he saw Dirty and he thought someone was gonna get killed. You know, like that's
Well,
about it.
Tony's
Dude.
mad. Tony's mad that NASCAR didn't go to Eldora.
God.
Like that's what
They
it all-
kind of screwed him over in that deal too.
Yeah, and I agree. But I mean, you just gotta you gotta suck it up.
Yeah.
Ways to die.
Eldora's mid.
Now I don't know about that.
No.
I
think
cannot
that's a
believe those
terrible
words was
opinion.
uttered
No.
on this show, man.
And I'm the one
That's a hot take. That's a hot
I'm
take
the one
right
that
there.
talks about it all the fucking time, and this motherfucker right here.
Who?
Jesus. Okay.
That's just sad.
Also, Reddick got his revenge on Briscoe.
He did.
I don't think no one's talked about that.
I
No
don't think
one's
honestly. I don't even know that it was
He
intentional.
bought. Yeah, I think it was just a racing deal, to be honest. They're just.
I don't see that. He rode up next to him in the middle of the corner and then just drifted the car up right and slammed him in the wall.
Yeah.
And went,
Briscoe and Reddick were throwing haymakers at each other again. Like
Those two guys racing, that was a lot of fun to watch.
oh, all
Freaking,
three. Bell,
Dude, when it was
Reddick,
Bell,
Briscoe.
Briscoe, and Reddick, yeah, dude, they were just
all
like
three
Stage
were at the
uniform.
top.
stage
Yeah.
number two. Stage number two was some of the best racing I've seen at Bristol, hands
I
down.
agree. I agree.
That reminded me of night race in 2021, like Larson, Elliott, and Harvick going all back and forth. They
Yeah.
like last 100 laps.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
it was
no.
it was so much fun. Like to answer this, dude, the racing in person was incredible. Honestly,
So from the front to the back.
Dakota from Chairgate, and he had texted me, and he was like, "What's it like?" And he was like, "Fox is kind of, shitting the bed." And I was like, "Well, that sucks because the racing, the front, like up front, it was fun, but dude, that mid-pack racing all day was just so incredible."
Hey man, before the race started though, we got to see an Easter egg hunt with Reddick's kid, Briscoe's kid, and Boyer's kid. You know, that was great.
They had the Easter Bunny out there.
We
My dad pointed out.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny was down in the infield.
Yeah.
Was it
I also
dirty?
saw. No, he was clean. That was like freshly dry clean.
He
Had to
used
have been.
Tide. He used Tide. That's why.
Tide Pods.
But I did see Justin Nunley in the infield.
Oh.
Listen.
Oh yeah, I saw his shit all week.
Yeah, I love that guy, dude. He's so funny.
I just want to say there was like 10 laps. Me and Cody talked about that. There was 10 laps that I had no idea. Like that was the most stuff I've ever seen happen in 10
Oh,
laps.
dude, yeah.
Oh my god! There was like crap going on. I like if someone would spin out, and I'd look back and I'd be like, who spun out? Like it'd be gone by the time I looked.
Yeah, and then somebody
There was
else
a
would
battle
spin it
going
out.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally saw. I think it was McDowell. I can't remember. McDowell did his second 360, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I just turned.
Didn't even
around
show it on
and
the
swore,
broadcast either. We didn't see a second 360.
Damn, the second one, in my opinion, was even more insane because it was in the turn. It was not on the front stretch. He was literally coming out of the turn and 360 it, and then went.
That was
I
wheeling that
like,
damn car yesterday. He was doing everything.
Dude, front row had a hell of a day.
They really
Yeah.
did.
Todd was pretty. He was fast. Him and McDowell were fast.
Yeah,
They
I
both
mean,
brought good cars.
yeah, and for that team, obviously, they need those kinds of performances. So
Mhm.
always happy to see front row do well. I feel like Todd got shafted a little bit.
Oh, for sure. Because he's a talent. He's a Cup talent. Like he should be at this level. Like he's not like Anthony Alfredo, or even he. I think he's doing better than John Hunter at keeping the car clean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the
Even
last
at-
four
even at 38.
races, his worst finish is 15th. So I mean, he's got 4 straight top 15s. Ty Gibbs now has 4 straight top 10s. So, and
Is he-
Ty
Did he
Gibbs,
Yeah.
finish in the top 10 yesterday?
yeah, he finished.
He
Yeah,
finished 10th. Yeah, 10th.
Can we hear the top 10, Cody? Do you have it?
Yeah. Do y'all want to kind of let's talk through the last lap,
Yeah.
real quick, and then we'll do that because Parv had a comment about it. He could have probably sent it really hard going into 3 and 4, but it would have ended up giving. I think was Austin Dillon in 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin Dillon probably would have won the race had Tyler Reddick attempted to go for the win.
I do want to say this. I don't know if it was because Ross Chastain was in the way, but I think Christopher Bell is actually going to try to take Tyler Reddick's line away. I think he was going to go to the bottom so that I think he knew Reddick was going to try it, and he wanted to take the bottom lane so that Reddick wouldn't go down there and try to dive bomb him and then clutch the win. It could have easily been like avoiding Ross, but
in NASCAR's defense, I think that they waited way too long to throw the caution, but
They for sure did.
I am not going to ridicule them because any other time I would be pissed off at them for throwing it too early. They gave it until there was no more time to give before they decided to wave that yellow.
'Cause there was like 3 or 4 people wrecking on track, and then Ross just was stopped in the like racing line. So like that could have been bad if he was like actually stopped.
See, I didn't see Ross spin. I was like watching the backstretch. So I think it was like it was Josh Berry and like 2 other people that were like.
Yeah, Barry and someone else wrecked.
I thought the caution was going to come out right there because like there was contact, and I was also worried because Josh Berry is actually on the apron in turn 3, and again like if Reddick would have like came down and tried the slingshot, I was afraid he would have like ass packed the shit out of the Josh Berry.
Ass packed. What the fuck?
Fudge packed him.
Yeah. Like wham.
Wham!
Wham!
His name's Todd Jeremy Gilliland, and Mr. Gilliland
Todd
has
Jeremy
5
Gilliland.
top 20s in 8 races, 2 top 10s, and 4 top 15s. Good for him, dude. Honestly,
He copy and pasted that shit from Wikipedia. It looks like.
yeah.
I
So
got it
Chris
from
Bell
Reddit.
wins under caution. So kudos to NASCAR, honestly. Good decision. I mean, the yellow needed to be thrown. I'm glad that they waited. They may have waited a little too long, but I'm not going to complain about that.
Mhm.
Damn it, Ross.
Now for the top 10. You have Ty Gibbs in 10th. Kevin Harvick, P9. Dude,
Out of
Harvick was
fucking
in the
nowhere.
back.
Dude, I
the
was sitting
whole
and I was
day.
like, cool, Kev's just poking. He hates dirt. And then come stage 3, he was like, coming up and coming up and coming. I was like, damn, Kevin's actually coming.
Yeah, like every few laps, Summer would like tap me and be like, "He's in 15th," and I'm like,
Yeah.
like that's
You're like,
good."
what the hell?
Yeah, and
okay.
then she'd like tap, "He's in 12th," and I'm like, "Huh?"
Kevin was just easy there.
Todd Gilliland in 8th, MTJ in 7th. You got Justin
guy.
Haley in 6th, Chase Briscoe in 5th. The Daytona 500 champion Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was 4th. He was there to play at the end of the race.
He snuck up. He like came out of nowhere.
Yeah, honestly, I think another like late restart. I think he would have tried some crazy stuff for the win.
Oh, he for sure was, because after someone spun out and he ended up in 3rd.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I think
Was it Blaney?
Yeah. Yep.
Was it Blaney Stone? Okay.
We have Austin Dillon in 3rd. He had a hell of a day. Tyler Reddick in 2nd, and then Chris Bell with the win.
Austin Dillon.
Dylan had a fast car.
RCR, they were there to let everybody know.
Yeah.
He was up there with Larson, Kyle Busch, Reddick, and Bell all day. Those were the 5 best cars.
Him and
Cooper
Kyle was just off
yeah.
some paint there too. And like
Cooper,
it wasn't
serious
bad.
question. Like, what happened between Kyle and Dylan? Like, whose fault was it?
I think it was just kind of like a oopsie. Like it's no one's real fault, to be honest.
Like, did Dylan like say he didn't mean to, or like, or do you know?
I don't know. I can't. It was hard telling because Kyle rode high a majority of the race, but Dylan rode that middle lane the entire time. So I think it was probably just like a oops. Like
See, a lot of Kyle Busch fans were mad at Dylan yesterday because apparently, like, he broke something off of Kyle's car and that, like, late in the race. But that's honestly not true because like that was like near the end of stage 2, and then you had that break to where like if he did break something, then they got like 6 minutes to fix it or whatever.
I saw Kyle hit the wall a lot.
He
yesterday.
did,
Yeah,
and then he also
yeah.
hit Alex Bowman. So that's where it came from. Someone in my Facebook group told me that he broke the shock, and another thing that probably could have happened too, there were like holes in like turn 3 and 4 that people were running into. I saw people like bouncing on it. Late in the
Dylan did
race.
it a couple times. He actually lost
Yeah.
position. It was, I think it was stage 3 when he hit it real
He
bad.
could have easily
yeah.
broke it there. Because Kyle's shit was dragging like for 10
They were
laps
showing
straight.
those holes, man. There were some nasty fucking holes on that track yesterday.
Yeah, I saw the cars bouncing going into the corners.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the only bad part about putting dirt on Bristol is that the dirt doesn't really last long.
Well, and see, you didn't have that problem in the first 2 dirt races because like it rained like shit. But you know, since this year's race was like so damn dry, like it just dries up way too fast. So
So, do y'all want to hear our point standing?
I do.
We'll do playoffs regular season points, but everybody will be in the playoffs if it started today. We have Chris Buescher in 16th, Austin Cindric 15, Willie B 14, Ricky 13, Denny 12th, Bowman 11th, Ryan Blaney 10th, Brad Keselowski in 9th, Joey Logano in 8th, Martin Truex Jr. in 7th, Kyle Busch is in 6th, Tyler Reddick 5th, Kyle Larson 4th, Kevin Harvick 3rd, Ross Chastain 2, and Chris Bell in number 1. Any surprises?
Not really.
Not really. That's kind of how they've been running. Harvick has kind of had a quiet year, but he's consistent. That's just how he's been, the last couple years. Not really like a top 3, having, that race winning speed, but having that top 5, top 10 type speed.
Yeah, I think we're setting up for a fun championship battle.
Mhm.
I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite yet. I feel like William Byron has to be in the conversation, though.
Oh yeah, Willie B. I say Willie B. Chris Bell.
I think Ross gets back there. I think Ross gets back there.
oh, he will.
I think Kevin gets to the final. I do.
Kevin?
Yeah. He's just too consistent, man.
Is
Like,
it
there's
is
no
a
way-
crazy early prediction? William Byron, Chris Bell, Ross Chastain, and Kevin Harvick?
I don't think Kevin's going to make it.
Yeah, that's insane.
I can't see it either.
But
It'll be someone
there's no
wacky.
there's no blue oval in that, bro. Brad's going
Harvick?
to go 4. Oh yeah, but he's not like true blue oval.
Sure he is.
No,
Who is a
Dumbass.
true blue oval? Brad?
Brad, dude.
Brad and Chris?
Yeah, Brad K. Chris
Is,
Buescher.
is Austin Hill a true blue oval guy?
Dude, I'm so
Austin
excited for Austin Hill to race at Dega. I'm putting so
That
much money.
scheme is sick.
It's so
Yeah.
sick, bro. He is going to if he does not get wrecked, all right, he is going to be a contender. There's no way he's not.
Garen fucking T.
Dude is coming.
Kyle
Kyle's season
Busch,
so far.
B+. plus.
B minus.
F.
He has a win.
F.
There's some places where he's gonna be really good at, and just some places that he's not. Like this weekend at Martinsville, I know he's gonna suck because
We
RCR.
said so far.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because they got work to do. with
Fuck
the
Kyle
stretch.
Busch.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't even do this to Logano either. You should know better, Cooper. Anyway, so
Think of the children.
yeah. Fuck NASCAR
Fuck
Twitter,
them
bro.
kids, bro.
Yeah, fuck the kids on NASCAR Twitter, sensitive pussies. Anyway, so First
Tyler
of all-
Carpenter, is that you?
first of all,
fucking pussies.
what I'm trying to fucking say is the short tracks, they need a lot of work to do. Super speedways, they're fantastic. Mile and a halves, I need to see more mile and a halves because Las Vegas was kind of a disappointment. It's basically the same way the A car ran last year. You know, hit or miss in some places. So that's why I say B minus. just a little bit overhyped.
I'd say-
Dalton, I don't mean any disrespect at all with this one, but this is my honest opinion. I'm not talking shit. I do think it's overhyped. Kyle was really good on him.
I'm hoping it's not, but like, it's still early. But
yeah, it's still very early. Like he could come on strong, but I don't know if you remember me saying that, but I was like, everybody was like, dude, Kyle Busch is gonna win like 9 races this year, and I'm like, okay, he's won 1 race. Like, let's calm down. Like,
this could easily be. I feel like I know what's going on. I feel like this could easily be like an RCR rebuild right now, because now that they got Kyle in there, they're trying to figure out, where they are, and then Kyle gives them the feedback, and then next year, I hate to sound like a Tennessee fan, but like I'm just saying, like you try to rebuild this year, and then next year is where you hit it.
Yeah, and I mean it's the first year with him. I'm not saying that he won't be successful for RCR. It's Kyle Busch. He's going to be successful at some point, at any point. But I do think that it's overhyped right now.
I will say this. He dodged a fucking bullet not taking the calling 16 car.
Poor AJ.
Dude.
Yeah.
AJ's gonna get. Here's a hot take. Well, it's not really a hot take. I think AJ still gets a win at a road course this year. He just had bad luck at Coda.
Yeah.
It's due. He'll definitely win.
Yeah, I mean, he's just one of those road course guys. When he's in he's full time now, of course, but it reminds me so much of like the old road course ringer days, where those guys stood a serious shot at winning, like stealing one.
Boris said Robbie Gordon.
Right? Yeah.
What's his name? Drawing a blank. Ron Fellows.
Yeah.
Scott Pruitt, all them.
Yeah, those were the days, man. So I guess we can transition out of Bristol Dirt. Overall, did we like the race?
Oh yeah, loved it.
9.3 out of 10.
Honestly, I'm right there with you. I think that's a fair grade for it. Maybe I would go 9.5. It was just a fun race.
I'll just do a 9.
Yeah, I'll go 9 too.
3.
Was the broadcast that bad?
No, the broadcast was fine.
Okay.
It's just got to be a 3. It's just all fitting.
Okay, I respect
3
it.
finishes 3. The race is a 3.
Okay.
It's a great race. Great race, but it's a 3.
It's like when Austin Dillon wins, you're like, yeah, dude, that was bad. It was a 1. From what the broadcast showed, that was good. I'm glad. I hope that everybody enjoyed it. It was fun. I
hope you hated it, Amanda. Hope it was awful for you. I hope your cable lost signal.
Poop daddy struck daddy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to Martinsville.
Are we?
We are. Who else racing?
Let me check.
All 3 series.
Yeah.
Let's see
we
who's in
got-
these cars.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We got
Who's
trucks,
running in the cars?
Xfinity.
Truck. Who we got?
All right, give me your
Why are we
Martinsville.
shitting, dude? I've got William Solowich in the 1 car.
Who?
Yep.
Never heard of.
He's the 16.
Ross Chastain's
year
going
old.
to be the 41. Kyle Busch is running the 51. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to see the entry list. I'm trying to look on. I guess there's no entry list on the NASCAR website.
Go to Pop Hawkers' Twitter.
Oh, Bob's got it on lock.
Oh, he always does. Yes.
No, it's Parv Gang. You got to go to Parv Gang.
Just Ross Chastain and Kyle Busch for the Cup regulars for Truck Series.
Okay. Zane Smith.
Well, you know me. I'm doing Kyle Busch for trucks, and that's it.
I want to go wild. Give me someone wild.
Wait, can I change my pick?
Yeah.
Ty Majeski.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Ty Majeski. Didn't he dominate the short tracks at the end of last year?
He did.
Trucks, pretty much.
Yeah, I mainly just said it because I saw the look in Jacob's eye, and I wanted.
You
to
knew
see
I was gonna
what's coming.
pick him, dude. Like, damn. Well, since you picked Ty, Ty was gonna be my pick, but Zane Smith. I'll pick
Okay.
You
Zane.
mean Wallace Allen?
Wait, do we have to go different picks?
No, you don't.
No, you don't have to.
I just
Okay.
did it to be different.
Yeah, we can trail. We
You
try not to, just for like the
Yeah.
fun of it.
Yeah, we don't like piggybacking each other, but
Yeah.
we don't have. Really have
Sometimes
to go
people
for
make
I-
such good picks. It's hard to deviate.
Yeah, so sometimes we have to, but I say Zane Smith and Ty have a pretty good.
Yeah,
weekend.
it's gonna be one of those two.
Yeah.
I'd say Christian Eckes. That's probably a good shot too.
Eckes is building a good
Yeah.
year.
He's racing for Colin,
Is
isn't
he?
he? No, sorry, that's
No.
Krause. My bad. I got it
Cr-
wrong.
Eckes is in for Bill McAnally in the trucks. He
Yeah,
was
Shout out
with
old Bill.
Thorspert.
So tonight, Tristan raced against Taylor Gray and Sammy Smith on iRacing.
Really?
Yeah,
Pretty
I
cool.
imagine he got his ass beat, but
No.
That
Nick-
seems-
He didn't. He finished above them.
oh,
I
did
saw
he?
him tweet earlier. Yeah, beat them both.
I thought they
shit.
quit or something,
Hey,
No.
that's still a
Wait,
finish.
or got wrecked or something.
Two professional drivers just rage quit.
All right, Xfinity Series, Martinsville. Who we got?
Fucking Ryan Truex. The 19 wins. Guaranteed.
Hey, remember, Xfinity is Dash for Cash this weekend.
Xfinity,
Who's
I'm
in
gonna
the
go
running?
Josh Berry. I'm gonna go Josh Berry.
Yeah, who isn't Dash for Cash this week? Does anybody know?
Mm.
My pick. He's gonna get redemption. Brandon Jones.
No. Oh,
Go to
okay.
bed. Go to
Okay.
bed.
I have Riley Herbst.
Oh my god. I'll shit in fucking middle of the track.
I don't know if I would do that, but
I don't
you're
know
more
who's
than
in
welcome to.
You know what? I'm gonna go wild too. I'm gonna go Sheldon Creed.
Oh, please, dude, that would be incredible.
That-
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Shelly needs some good luck.
RCR. Hey, seriously, like who all's in the Dash for Cash this week?
I don't
I'm
know. I
looking.
can't find it.
I'd assume it's probably John Hunter Nemechek and Sammy, John Hunter Nemechek.
Out of all these picks,
Allgaier? Is Allgaier in it? Did he wreck the last race?
I can't remember. Out of all these picks, though, we're all wrong. You know that, right?
Wow.
No, Jacob, we're always right.
No, dude. No one picked Austin Hill.
Oh.
True. Well, there's no update at all about it, so I have no idea, honestly. If anybody knows in the comments, please make us look not as stupid. Cup Series in Martinsville. I'll be there. Do I wear the weenie suit again? Like, do I just have to start wearing that?
I
in
think you
Martinsville?
should. I think you should.
Here, I got
Say
it.
the
Chandler
Martinsville.
Smith, John Hunter, Josh Berry, and Kaz Gralla.
Okay.
Ooh, oh yeah, I remember seeing Kaz Gralla.
It would be
was in
cool.
it.
It would be cool to see Kaz win 100,000.
Kaz.
I'd say he needs it.
He needs it?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, with the rides he's been in the last couple of years.
Is it possible for me to run in the Dash for Cash? Because I need it.
I need it too. I need it too.
So we're going cup racing, boys. Jacob, give me your underdog and your primary pick.
Underdog.
No, the other Jacob.
Oh, primary. I'm gonna go primary first. William Byron. Underdog. Josh Berry.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Now,
just
I respect it. I respect it. All right. Now, Jacob, you go.
Underdog.
Do you think that after a week of trying to recover from the events that transpired last week with WrestleMania and Kyle Larson winning, that'd be more ecstatic to do these videos? But I'm not. I can't even do my typical
like
intro that I
glasses are
like to
hanging from
do.
his Miami
I'm
Dolphins
still
t-shirt.
wearing my Colties. I haven't shaved, so it's a wonderful time, I guess. And
What word does
yeah,
he flub on this week?
and
Blake,
I don't
call
know
it the
when
sunglasses
when
a
I'll be
hat.
back to my ecstatic self not wearing these glasses. Sunglasses by Colties. But last week I had a video for you all about WrestleMania and Bristol Dirt that never got posted, which is a good thing for you all because that video was like 9 minutes long, and you guys would have had a field day in the comments with that video because it was 9 minutes long. You guys would have been like, I read the entirety of War and Peace by the time I finished this book. I watched the
Wait, what?
entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm sure I made that joke before. But anyways, it is time to just talk about NASCAR. Let's talk about Bristol Dirt.
He's got to adjust the damn setting on those glasses. He's got to pull them back a little bit.
Yeah, he's
So
aggressive
Bristol
with
Dirt
the
happened.
tilt.
Truck Series happened first. I heard that there was a fan that
Too much
flipped
tilt.
off
Mark.
the entire
vaporwave
Parv the
Parv.
entire time he was on the track, and a lot of people were upset about that.
I
But
think he plays for the
that fan should keep doing what he's
Smoky
doing
baseball
because
team.
that fan's a respectable fan, and he's just
That fan
expressing
is
what
a
a NASCAR
respectable
fan
fan.
does. He's
Yeah,
having
fan.
a good time at the track, so people
Thank
need
you,
to stop
Parv.
being bothered by that, I guess.
He's got a big.
Yeah, Joey Logano
next
dominated. He won, which is sad because Joey Logano winning is a sad thing.
What is
Brad
this shirt?
Keselowski winning is a sad
Miami
thing.
Dolphins
It
moves
hasn't happened
backwards.
since,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Talladega in 2021. Kyle Larson winning is very upsetting. But yeah,
Hi, mommy.
that's that.
Yeah, it's
But now
brutal.
we
That's
have
like the most
Cup
reversable
Series.
word
We have-
possible.
No,
Cup Series CDCs don't want to steal
it's
my
Miami.
face. It's annoying.
Who's Keith Whitley?
Yeah,
Fix
I
your
was about to
sunglasses.
say.
The Cup Series, Christopher Bell won, which is really exciting. I love to see Christopher Bell win. He's a future NASCAR champion. By the year 2027, he'll have a championship to his name. I kind of
That's
wish that the
bold.
finish that happened didn't happen where it ended in the last lap caution. I would like to see how that battle between him and Todd Reddick panned out. Maybe Todd Reddick could have had a chance to get into him and get the win, but it's really nice to see Christopher Bell win because he's such a respectable driver and deserves the whole entire world for that.
That's what
But
I call it.
good things that happen that also Joe Logano and Kyle Larson both DNF, so that's good to hear from that. And but yeah, I love the Bristol Dirt Track. I do agree
There's
that it probably
Parvis
should be
tiny
moved
ass
later
ears.
on. But the changes that are happening in NASCAR with this, the future street course that's happening later, which will be exciting to see what happens there. I'm now getting more excited for it.
Thank you,
You
Parr.
going?
Just wish
Are you
we could
going,
get those
Parv?
fucking robles. It'd be great once those were gone. But yeah, the change that's happening in NASCAR with the racetracks they are presenting is really cool, and I like that a lot.
He's got a
Also
strand of
getting announced
spit
is
on his
NASCAR
lip that keeps sticking
75
to his upper lip.
presenting 25 new drivers. 2 new drivers got announced. Tony Stewart, well deserved.
I love how you watch
deserved
these just to like
everything.
overly
So
critique and
congratulations
analyze.
to Tony. Also Casey Kane. So yeah,
Like there's a
exciting
Casey
things
stain
in
on his
there.
roof.
Big Casey
I know
Khan
there's
guy.
like a few names in there that I know I want to see, which I want to
Let's
hate
take a look at his back seat.
to be in there.
Yeah, there's a big gap in the back.
People
Look at
already
it.
know who I'm
Yeah.
talking about, so I don't really have to mention those names at all. But yeah,
I think
that's
Parvis is
happening.
shit.
But
He keeps wiggling a
so
lot.
be it, I guess. But now we have got to go to Martinsville, and we have all three series running there.
Oh yeah.
So
out.
Craftsman, the Truck Series, has the coolest name of the weekend, the Long John Silver's Long John
course
Silver's
you're a
race,
Long
which is
John's
great
guy.
because I love Long John Silver's.
Of course.
If you
What?
don't like Long John Silver's, I don't know what's wrong with you. If you think Captain
It's
D's is
nasty,
better than
bro.
Long John Silver's, I don't
For
know.
once,
I
Everything
agree with
tastes Long
Parv.
John Silver's is great.
I agree with
And I
Parv.
wish they had
Long
Long
John
John
Silver
Silver
slaps,
pizza.
bro. Those
Long
hush
John-
puppies.
And the reason
Long
why
John
It
Silver's
tastes like a damn
dude.
fish.
Long John Silver's is
Anyways,
ass.
my prediction there. I
thought
don't
they were
know.
closing.
Jaden Honeycutt. That's the name I saw.
Is the one in
Jaden
JC
Honeycutt
still
Give yourself a
open?
win, Jaden.
If it is,
do it for
it's barely.
son.
A
Jaden?
lot of them shut down.
Oh,
The one in
Jaden
Gate
Honeycutt?
City,
Isn't it
Virginia is open.
The Xfinity Series.
Isn't it Caden
I don't
Honeycutt?
want to go for Justin Allgaier. Cool, whatever. For the Cup Series, my underdog is going to be Ryan Blaney because he's basically like a modern day Casey Kane. You know, it seems like Casey Kane's a better driver than him right
It's
now.
Caden. Bro, it's Caden Honeycutt. He said Jaden
yeah,
Honeycutt.
he can
What
do
the
it.
fuck?
For my main pick,
Dalton's
I want to try not
toddler
to be
ass taste
predictable
buds.
for
Shut the
Jacob
fuck
to
up,
pick to laugh his butt off if he predicts my prediction right, like he did with the Denny Hamlin. I don't know what's funny about predicting, being able to knowledgeably pick my prediction. Like,
Did he
I
pick
didn't
Denny?
pick
I
Ryan
didn't even
fucking
hear. Did
Priest
he
to
pick
win a race or
Denny?
something like that. But yeah, my main pick is Martin Truex Jr. No, it's not. Scratch that. It's Kevin Harvick. I will go with Kevin Harvick to win Martinsville. I think Kevin
First time in
Harvick
history he's picked
can win the race and get himself into the playoffs and do all that shit. So yeah, Jaden Honeycutt is my
Caden.
Truck Series pick. Justin Allgaier is
He
my
did say
Xfinity
Jaden.
Series
He
underdog.
doubled down on
Ryan
it
Blaney,
too.
main pick is
Damn.
Kevin Harvick. Yeah, that's it. Bye. I don't have the fun time to do my typical outro, so yeah. Bye guys.
It's part
Par's
of
favorite driver is Eric Holnays.
Everything in that whole speech slurred together.
Dude, honestly, I get it. Like, just it's brutal right now. I
Yeah.
feel like nothing I say makes sense currently. I feel like my brain
I
is
feel you.
just fried.
My-
Indoor freeze tag player. What the fuck?
You ever just start speaking and then like it just sounds like
I'm
everyone
just
else
making
acts like you're
sounds.
like you just don't know what's happening. Like
Dude,
everyone else is just looking at you.
90% of the time when I open my mouth, when I start talking, I have no idea where I'm going to end the sentence at. I just kind of wing it.
That's how I
me
think
on,
live.
That's
dude.
kind of par.
that's me on the show, by the way.
That's how I live.
Seriously.
Yeah, I'm brainless when I start talking. So if you
No.
have high expectations of my IQ, don't go on and lower those.
Like literally, I always practice what I'm gonna say on the show, and then I just fucking blow it every time we
You
go
seem like
live.
the type of guy that's sit in your mirror and practice saying what you're gonna say.
See, I always start saying something and then I stop and I'm like I forget what I'm saying and it's like it's brutal.
I'm bad about that. Yeah, if I start to say something and I get interrupted, that's it, dude. Like that train of thought is gone.
Yeah, like
Podcasting is not as easy as you think it is.
Even like in just face-to-face conversation, I bet when a lot of people are done talking to me, they're like, "This guy's a dipshit. like this guy's dumb as shit."
Here comes
Yeah.
Jaden Honeycutt and the Long John Silver's number 37 Chevy Silverado.
bringing back front row.
So I guess that kind of wraps us up for the weekend or for the week. See, I
Wait.
don't know what I'm saying.
We didn't finish picks.
Oh wait, we did. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god. Yeah, it was just we were gonna go away with Parv.
Cody's ready to go to bed.
I am.
No, he does
What's-
this all the time. Like every time Jacob tries to pick, he always brings up Par's videos just to fuck with him.
Yeah, I hate Parv so much. I guess let's smash these picks out. All right, underdog, Corey LaJoy. He's gonna have a good day. And the main pick,
Solid.
Martinsville, is going to be none other than Denny Hamlin. That was why I was asking if Parv picked Denny. Denny gets a dub.
Gotcha. I like that. I'll go next. Underdog. I'm gonna go with Josh Berry as an underdog. I think he's a fair underdog. For my primary pick, though, I'm going Ty Gibbs.
Oh shit,
Ooh, that's risky.
Damn, that's risky.
that is risky.
4 straight top 10s. It's a track he knows how to win at.
All right, my underdog. I'm gonna go with Bubba Wallace. He knows how to get around there. He's won Truck Series races there a couple times. All right, so here we go for my main pick. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I had fun fighting with a bunch of fucking idiots on Twitter this morning, and after a while, it just wears you the fuck out. And I just, at this point, I'm ready for y'all to get off my fucking ass. So hopefully this makes you feel better after me pissing you off all weekend long. Let's just do Joey Logano, I guess, for my main pick. Hopefully y'all can fuck off now.
Heel
Y'all
turn.
happy? Hope y'all are happy
I'm gonna
now.
go.
Representative of the hashtag GoGo Laganos.
Cody, you should have just went with the Joey Logano shells or some shit like that. That's just this is a stupid fucking name, dog.
I'm gonna go underdog. I'm gonna give it to the 34, Michael McDowell. He's gonna get him a top tenner, big top tenner guy. Now with the mane, it looked a little sharp last year. I don't think it's gonna be as cold, but it's all right. Give me that 3 car. That 3 car is gonna look good again.
That's
in
not a
Martinsville.
bad pick. It really
It's
is.
gonna
I like
look good.
That's
Gonna
not a
look
bad.
good.
That's not a bad
Dude,
pick.
RCR's short track program is dog shit, so that is ballsy.
Hey, but look. I don't know. We might get a little chilly. You know.
It's supposed to be like 77.
I hope, dude.
This
Compared
week.
to last year's spring race, I hope.
Is
Oh,
Jared coming? Old Jerb coming?
I don't
The
think
cold,
I
the
think
cold
Jerb's-
made it terrible.
I think Jerb's done with NASCAR, brother.
Well, you never know. I don't know his plans.
so. I guess now that wraps us up, doesn't it?
You
Another
want me to
week.
give, you want me to give like the weather report for this weekend real quick?
Yeah, sure.
No,
Don't.
JD.
Oh, actually, you know what? We really need JD to be our official weatherman for the week. We got to make
He
it happen.
is. He's in the fucking Discord.
No, he's
got
gonna
a
be like
channel.
videos.
No, he's
Yeah,
gonna
make
do
him
a
send
live
videos.
video. Yeah.
the live videos.
It's
We
not
gotta do a
right.
green screen.
Weatherman.
He's
The
like pointing
weatherman.
at he's like, in here you could see, and he's like pointing off the screen.
Right
Played
there.
it sideways.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, like I'll just like splash him with water, and I'll be like, yeah, it's raining.
We can call it the Perk 30 forecast, you know?
Perkboard.
For Friday night, we got like a 60% chance of rain at 69 degrees. Nice. Saturday, mostly cloudy skies, 20% chance of rain, high at 79. And for Sunday, 40% chance of rain, high at 78.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's so far
Thanks,
out.
Dave Dirks.
Hey,
I appreciate
Hey,
you.
Dave
Johnny
Dirk-
Wood.
Hey, we got rain tires. Don't forget about that.
Yay!
We do. We do.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
If
We
it's
can
down-
use them. We can use them.
Yay!
Where's my country gone?
Where my country go?
All right.
Tires
Winkers,
at Martin.
wipers, rain tires.
So stupid, man.
I don't know why it's stupid.
It's so stupid. I can't get past that one.
After you set and you've seen enough rain delays, you love the idea of them running on a wet track.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
every
dude,
rain delay I've sat through in Bristol.
Yeah, dude. Like put some tread on them tires and
Yeah.
let them dry the track.
Put it out.
Put it out.
So hey, thanks for watching another week of LTC, straight out of East Tennessee. Jacob, I'm gonna let you do yourself a little promo. So plug whatever socials you want to. This is your time to shine, buddy.
Okay, I guess you can follow me on Twitter at thepef423. It's the T and the P are uppercase, but you can probably just search my name on there and you'll find me. You can also follow me on Instagram or subscribe to me on YouTube. Well, my Instagram is the same as my Twitter. You can also, I probably shouldn't, my YouTube's dead, but I can still plug that. It's Caldy. If you ever see me in the comments on Left Turn Cult live streams. That's about it. You can also see me on the Discord.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
they can
yeah.
find you there for sure.
What's your
Yeah.
promo there?
ETSU and Purdue 3.
Okay, before we close it up, whenever you make one of your comments that you know is gonna get everybody riled up, just walk me through your thought process.
sometimes I don't even know they're gonna get routed. Like if it's like a big one, usually I just like, oh yeah, let's comment this and we'll see how much. Sometimes I do it unintentionally, and then other times I'm just like, let's see what can I say today.
Okay, so what's the
like-
percentage of like intentionally bad takes versus like sincerely bad takes?
It just depends on what mood I'm in, to be honest. Like, if like it's like something I passionately believe about, you'll see me defending it after. If it's not, you probably won't see me comment as much after. Like, I'll probably admit, yeah, that's not the smartest take.
Feel half the shit you say about Purdue.
Some of the stuff I believe, but I will defend Zach Edey to the death. I will defend him to the grave. Now, I won't defend Matt Painter. I won't defend him.
Okay, who's the better football school, UT or Purdue?
Well, UT because they've won national championships, but we do have a decent football history. We have, just the cradle of QBs we've had.
Who's the better basketball school?
Oh, Purdue by far. We've had 2 number 1 NBA draft picks, 3 national players of the year, 25 Big Ten championships. We made the Final Four more than UT's ever made it. So.
Gotta go out swinging. All right, hey, thanks for coming on. It was fun. Glad you came on.
Yeah, you can leave.
Do you know who's also made more Final Fours
Oh my
than
God,
UT?
no, you didn't. No,
Why
you
the
didn't.
fuck?
No, you fucking
You
didn't.
paid full goddamn price for that ugly ass thing.
No, I paid for it with a gift card.
Even worse.
That honestly though,
Someone
that
gave
does
you
look like
money and you decided to buy that.
that is a sick shirt. Honestly,
Bro, I like the design. I looked on it. They had it for all the Final Four teams, and I like buying
Definitely wasn't fucking
small
Purdue, huh?
schools. I also bought a Purdue shirt with the Big Ten champions on it.
Did it croak too? Did it
Jesus
fall apart
Christ.
in the washing machine?
No.
No, not yet.
Anyway, hey, it's been a fun episode. Glad we got to all chit chat about Bristol Dirt. A little bit of a Martinsville preview. I think we had a fun discussion here. LTC from East Tennessee. It's me, Cody, your host with the most, aka Nas Cody. I do have just something to say. If you've never been to a sporting event before, and you think that everybody just sits there like robots, you are incredibly wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm JKL.
Yeah, it's Coop Daddy.
Yeah, this is Dalton Good. Fuck Joey Logano. Fuck Starbucks coffee, and fuck NASCAR Twitter.
Oh my god.
This is Jacob Peppercorn too.
Hey, we're out of here. I'm gonna make this one end abruptly. You ready? Watch this.